right, now let's start streaming on everything.
We're rolling.
We're rolling.
All right, let me mute myself for everything. Boom. Hey, what's up, guys? Today we are live streaming again. I live streamed yesterday, and I had so much fun, dude. I was absolutely enthralled at just the process of live streaming. You know, insert ad transition. Whoa, I could just insert ads as I'm going. Sorry, delay ads. Insert ad. Okay, well, interesting. Anyways, hey. Today, we are going to be reading scary stories, and it's perfect because it's actually storming here where I live. So as fun as this is going to be, I'm also like terrified because I've looked at the titles of some of these, and they are going to be very scary. And but anyways, I hope everyone has had a wonderful day so far. Let's see what we can get into on today's r/LetsNotMeet. Also, I chose Let's Not Meet because this subreddit is like probably the scariest one in my opinion because it's genuinely people you do not want to meet. I also updated a lot of things from yesterday's live stream. I put like audio notifications whenever you guys subscribe or do super chat, things like that. I'm also like learning. This is my second stream ever, so I have no clue what I'm doing still. And I just now found out that you can insert ads as I'm rolling, which I don't know how I feel about that yet. I probably will try some out so I can pay the bills, but I don't know. I'll try my hardest not to insert too many. But yeah, hey, look at that. We already have a few like viewers, which is kind of crazy to think about. But all right, let's get into today's first story. All right, let's see. So we have careful what you say at breakfast in a hotel. All right, we're gonna do our best to just kind of not get too scared, okay? Also, Cloud9, hello. All right. Did your hello pop up on the chat? Wait, if you're on YouTube chat, can you guys hit me with someone hit the chat up for a bit? I want to make sure that the chat's showing up, if possible. Hey, Loon, I hope your day has been good so far. Why is the chat not popping up? Sorry, guys. Let me make sure that thing is good. Oh, there we go. It is good. All right. Hey, chat's rolling. Nice. Got to figure it out. All right. At some point in the future, I'll probably update the chat to where it goes top down, if I could figure out how to do that. Sorry, guys. I'm still just figuring out everything. All right. Careful what you say at breakfast in a hotel is the first one. When I was around 22 years old, I had a scary encounter while staying at a hotel for a job. Around 2010, I was working for a traveling photography group that took church directory photos. Okay. Each photographer drove separately from all over the place. So I was, let me do this too. Do this so you guys can read it better. There we go. That might be a little bit better for you guys. All right. Around 2010, I was working as a travel photographer group that took church directory photos. Each photographer drove separately from all over the place. So I was in Harlan, AI, or Idaho, I guess, at the time. I was staying at a hotel along with other photographers who joined with me. I believe there was 4 of us, 2 guys, a girl, and myself. Okay, so we got 4 people, all photographers, drove from around, meeting up to this place, in this hotel. One morning, I went down to breakfast and was watching the TV in the hotel breakfast area. Oh, also, hello, everybody. Oh, there's multiple people. Hey, what up, Anna? How are you? Hi, Rabbit. Taco Mal, hi everybody. Brianna, hello. And then Capri Sun 42. Hey from Twitch, which is awesome. All right, long lang. Hey, all right, guys, we gotta lock in. I'm gonna lock in for a second, and I'll say hey and chat with you guys in a second because I want to get into this scary story. So we're at 4 photographers in a hotel, and one morning I went down to breakfast and was watching the TV in the hotel breakfast area. Someone was already also down there nearby, a guy. When he looked at me, I said good morning, as I do wherever I go, just to be friendly. He He said it back, and we had just a polite exchange, something you would do with a stranger you never thought you would see again. Okay, so like small talk. He mentioned he was staying there with his team for a construction job. I go to leave, and I say something very casual like, have a good one, see you later. He said something like we could hang out later. I didn't think anything of it and just brushed it off like, yeah, maybe. Weird. I don't remember if it was the same day or not, but as I didn't work until 11 a.m., we tend to work from like 11 a.m. to 10. Dang, that's a lot of hours. 11 hours, give or take, depending on the size of the church. Because this is all a traveling photography group for churches. That's so specific. I decided to go take a nap since I didn't sleep well the night before. Ooh, this is foreshadow right there. While laying in my room, I kept receiving phone calls to my room phone. I wasn't used to getting calls like that ever, so I just picked up. I would say hello, but nobody would answer. Dude, was it that guy? Freaky. After a few times, I eventually just took the receiver off and placed it beside the phone so it would stop ringing. When it was time to get up and leave, I left my room and saw the guy was there in the hall. What are the odds he was actually in the same floor too, you know? I waved casually, still not thinking anything of it. He asked where I was going, and I said I had to go back to work. My friend showed up, the female photographer in the group, and I went with her to go to her car as I was going to ride with her to the church. I told her about the strange phone calls, and she mentioned she did as well. Wait, hold up. Oh, she was getting strange phone calls, and the girl was getting it as well? Whoa. All right, guys, saddle up. This is going to be weird. Man, this is already giving me goosebumps, man. I'm such a wuss. Later that night, there was a thunderstorm. My photographer group and I stood by the hotel lobby door watching the lightning. It was thundering and extremely dark. There were chances for tornadoes, so we were keeping tabs on each other. Eventually, I go to my room for the night, and I hear a knock on my door. I didn't want to answer it. Yeah, like, who would want to? Oh, God, that's so scary. Also, yo, what's up, Platinum Diamond? He talked about how... Wait, hold up. It was the guy. Oh, the guy was at her door. Whoa. Okay. He talked about how I said we could hang out, and I told him I was too tired after working all day and needed to sleep. I shut the door. Dude, when you like casually say like, oh yeah, we should hang out sometime, like it shouldn't be taken too literally sometimes. Now, I can't remember if this was the next morning or still night, but I recall him knocking again, but I wouldn't answer. I pretended to either be out or sleeping. Smart. I called my mom and started talking to her. I told her what was happening, and although I was scared, I almost acted like I wasn't when speaking with her. Suddenly, I had a weird feeling. I whispered to my mom, "Mom, hold on for a second. I need to check something." I tiptoed as quietly over to my room door as possible. I look out the peephole, and I see him. I then see him turn his head to my door as if he was listening for something. Bro, what? Ugh, that's freaky, dude. All right, here we go. Well, he goes to the wall away from my room. Wait, hold up. Sorry. Okay, here we go. My heart started to race. I then saw him move to the side. You know how the wall sometimes goes in for the doors? So there is like an indentation in the hallway for each room. Well, he goes to the wall away from from the room that juts out. I think he thought he was hiding because he would try to lean his head around the corner of the jut out portion as if listening for something. Dude, this guy is freaky. What the hell? I walked to the furthest side of my room, quietly and whispered to my mom about how scared I am. I called the front desk to complain like my mom suggested. I can't remember if I also texted my friend or called her, but she also complained to the front desk about the various phone calls she received. Ooh. Eventually, we were giving new rooms, and the construction group manager was told by the hotel about one of his guys and that creepy guy was told to stay away from us. Whoa. I even told some of the church people about the situation, and they all said if we needed to stay with them, we could. All very nice, but still all strangers to me, and I didn't trust anyone at that point. Yeah, especially after experiencing that. I'm not sure what happened to him, as I didn't see him after that. I was just a little jealous of my friends because she ended up with a hot tub in her room and I didn't, but it was fine. However, after that, I was more aware and careful with who I talked to and what I said. Dude, that's the freaky thing, man. Like, that's the crappy thing about, like, being a... Well, I guess I was going to say woman, but I guess it could happen to a guy, too. Like, just being in any situation, being nice to somebody could just give you... give them, or the creepy ones, kind of like the green light to just freak you out and just do weird stuff. Like, he really wanted to hang out with her. Ugh. Someone said it was the Slender Man. What the hell? Yeah, for real, dude. Dude, could you imagine if he looked like the Slender Man too? Like, dressed up like, what is Slender Man dressed up like? It's like the black suit. Ugh. Oh, hey, we got 5 concurrent viewers and 4 on Twitch. What? This is crazy. Dude, awesome. I can't believe this live streaming thing, man. I love doing this. This is so fun. And what's crazy is I didn't even notify my Instagram that I was live streaming today, so I probably should. Hey, everybody smile for the camera. We're going to post that we're on live here. Boom. All right, but yeah, let's... and has tentacles. Yeah, dude, I remember playing that Slender game when I was... when that was really popular. That thing is so freaking scary, guys. It's, if you guys ever want to, well, actually stay tuned. I'm going to be playing horror games soon because it seems like that's one of the top things that you guys want to do. Also, yo, and if I miss saying hi to anyone, I downloaded Twitch for this stream. Oh, hey. Oh my God. Thank you so much. You didn't have to do that, but thank you. I mean, we're streaming on, well, I don't think Twitch technically lets me talk about all the things we're streaming on. Also, I'm looking down because I'm trying to post this thingy-majig on Instagram. But yeah, I don't think Twitch allows me to talk about all the platforms I stream on, but just know that I stream on most of the platforms that you can stream on. So if you, for some reason, don't want to watch me on Twitch, just saying. But yeah, give me 1 second, guys. I am currently... trying to update my Instagram followers that I am... Whoa, that is loud. Sorry. Oh, snap. Tip fit. What? Whoa. Dude, Lang, thank you. Also funny how that just tripled up. I did not mean it to do that. I might have to adjust that. But that's crazy, dude. Thank you so much, man. You didn't have to do that. Thank you. Sorry. Give me 1 more second. I'm just going to post this. We live. All right. Sorry. I didn't need to post it on my Instagram so people know. All right. But yes, holy crap. Thank you so much, Lang. Like, dude, you're the GOAT. How do I adjust that? Why did it display that 3 times though? You saw that? I think I can do YouTube subs, delete. Maybe that's it. And then maybe that works. YouTube subs, delete. Hold up, sorry. I'm like trying to adjust it all. YouTube subs. I'm so bad at streaming, guys. This is my 2nd ever stream. Just by the way. All right, hopefully that adjusts it. Maybe not. But anyways, thank you. Holy crap, that was awesome. Insane. Can I add goals on here? Oh, snap. I can add goals. I'll do that in the future. That's too much. All right, let's get back into this. Let's read the next one. We have... I can't believe you sent me 50, by the way. Like, that's so crazy. Thank you. so much. That's gonna help me pay the bills this month. All right, so we got next one. The employee told me there was a woman's bathroom up the lift. There wasn't one. What? Okay. Oh, Long Lang, thank you. I appreciate you. You guys are literally the best. Like yesterday's live stream was amazing. Today's live stream, awesome. Like already, we're only like 15 minutes in, and it just proves me how cool you guys are. Like I swear, we have the best following in this channel and community. All right, anyways, all right, let's get into this one. Let's lock in. I'm locking in. All right, this happened 2 days ago, and I'm still very shaken up about it. Whoa, that's really recent. I was with my brother and father. We were just at the immigration department in Hong Kong to sort something out for us. Further context, I'm 20, female, and I'm not a Hong Kong local. It was getting late, and my dad suggested we start taking the bus back now to eat closer to the apartment area. Or most good places would be close by then, or closed by then. Midway there was a stop that my brother suggested we get off and find food. We all agreed. I started to desperately need the toilet. Classic, same. And so my brother pointed out at the closest McDonald's we could see. Big mistake. Oh God, here we go. We go in. My brother and my dad were waiting downstairs. I was under the assumption that, well, if there's no toilet downstairs, there should be one upstairs. If not, I'll leave and find another place. I walk up the stairs and look around, somewhat pacing as I desperately needed to pee. The McDonald's worker seemed to have spotted me and was looking at me, almost expecting me to bother him. I asked him if there was a toilet. He said, "Toilet?" Looked through the door, turn left, and take a lift up. What? That sounds like a whole ass process. What the hell? It's an ominous brown door with no signs or anything at the front. He's the worker, so I assume he knows better than me. I open it up, and what the F? It's very dark and run down, completely different vibe to the modern McDonald's. Extremely quiet. As soon as the door closed, it was almost soundproof. Whoa. All the bustling loud noises in the McDonald's had completely stopped. The room was very dark with very minimal light. Dude, I would get out, bro. What? Jordan, peel your way out of there. Oh my God. All right. There was multiple doors that appeared locked in the building. I didn't explore much as I thought it was maybe a staff room. Okay, valid. I turned the left corner as instructed, and there was indeed a lift. I assumed maybe this is a very odd passage to a shopping mall, which isn't too uncommon in Hong Kong, and surely how bad can this be if there's a lift? I press the lift and step in. Suddenly, I hear the door open, and the worker that directed me goes into the lift with me as well. Dude, no. No. He went into the lift with you? Oh God, all right. I noticed he's holding a black bin bag that is filled with little to nothing. I assumed, oh, okay, maybe he needs to put this out and help me find the toilet. Weird. Kill two birds with one stone. I asked him, what floor do I press? And he presses the second floor. Once the door closes, it's a bit quiet and awkward. I glanced at him for a second. He was wearing a COVID face mask. Oh, I probably shouldn't have said that, but I think YouTube's cool with it now. I said, something else, YouTube. One eye looking forward, and he had a lazy eye looking at the side. Suddenly, he says, "Lang ho lang." I definitely butchered that, which translate to "you're very pretty" in Cantonese. Oh my God, no. Ah! Oh, geez. At this point, it's very awkward, and I just had a silent thank you to not aggregate him. I'm wagering if I actually need to pee this badly now. Dude, and this is like the worst situation because when you gotta go, it is tough. Like, I know I've been there. It sucks. Not a fun time. All right. Also, responding to some of your guys' things. Ayo, sounds sus already. Yeah, for real. OP's the same age as you. What is OP? 20. Hey, 20. You're almost 21. Let's go. How's it going? Felix Potato, it's going well. Oh, you guys are chatting to each other. You guys always chat each other. It's so cute. Struggle is real, for real, for real. Oh, probably a toilet and a crime scene. Get a lemonade, bruh. All right, let's get into this. The lift stops, finally. I was fully expecting a shopping mall when the lift doors open. That was not the case. The door opened, and it was just a dark, quiet, very run-down, narrow hallway of doors. It was so dark with infinite corners. Not a single person was there but us. I couldn't tell what the building was. An odd cross of abandoned apartment building doors and office doors. At this point, we both still stood in the lift, and my entire body is in fight or flight response as the whole situation was making me fear the worst. Yeah, I can understand. I mean, you're with a random stranger, told you to go to some like freaking middle of nowhere that you don't know. You're just trying to pee, and you gotta pee. Like, that's making it even worse. And he just complimenting you, saying you're so pretty. Like, that's just so scary. The worker gestures to me to get off the lift and almost wants to continue walking me to the toilet. I quickly make an excuse of, I've bothered you so much already from your work. You can just point at the direction and I'll find it, promise. He points to the right and tells me to go through there, and that's the toilet. I thanked him and then go to the opposite direction he told me. Hold up. Sorry, I had to sneeze. I sneeze. I'm allergic to scary. He points to the right and tells me to go right through there, and that's the toilet. I thanked him and then go to the complete opposite direction he told me. The whole place was like an effing maze, narrow hallways with doors. I got curious and pushed at one of them, and it was locked. Dude, imagine going into a McDonald's trying to pee and ending up in like Narnia. Like, what the hell is this? At this point, I'm really trying to stall enough time to appear I went to the toilet before getting the lift back down. So she's not even going to pee. I get a call from my brother now, and a very angry call asking why it's taking so long and where I am. I explain I don't know where I am. I'm trying to figure my way back. I hang up, and I'm getting increasingly more scared as the place is giant. As I mentioned, like the abandoned office or / apartment hallways with no signs or anything, while being extremely dark with minimal light. The walls were all teared down. It's just so quiet and run down. There was no way a functioning toilet was up here. I'm really panicking now and trying to find my way back to the lift, scaredless. My initial discomfort of desperately needing to pee turned to desperately wanting to leave. I calm myself down a bit with breathing exercise and tried to recollect the steps I took. Finally found the lift and quickly pressed back down. I pressed the close button so much. The lift takes me back down to the hallway, but by accident, I walk forward instead of turning right. What the F? There were more doors. Dude, this is an actual maze. What? 4 or 5 doors next to each other, but what was the most strange thing was the fact that the doors were all facing this large glass panel wall between the McDonald's. I was able to look at the McDonald's and the people eating, but they didn't notice. What? They didn't notice I was there at all. I walked back and turned right. Maybe it was like a one-way mirror. I walked back and turned right this time through the door. So that means that there are people that can just watch you eat at this McDonald's. That's so scary. I was finally in McDonald's again, but the glass wall, quote unquote, on my end appeared to be a large mirror in the McDonald's. Whoa, it is a one-way wall. So like people could just watch you eat. That's so creepy already. It was a double mirror. Yeah. That's what they're called. I looked around and there was no sight of the McDonald's worker either. I quickly walked back down the McDonald's. I see my dad and brother. Dude, at this point, I would have peed myself. My dad asked if I was okay as I looked really pale. I said, I'll tell him when we're out. I asked him if he saw the worker again when they were waiting. Described him as a man with a mask on and a lazy eye. My dad shook his head and said that he didn't see any worker when he checked upstairs for me earlier. My heart dropped as soon as I heard that. The worker was still up the lift waiting for her. Oh my goodness. My dad also said, "Don't tell me you went through that lift. I opened the door and walked through a bit to find you. It was scary. There were so many doors in that glass. I thought that there was something wrong, got out immediately." Bear in mind, my dad is a built-ass F man himself. He then sent my brother to go up to look for me. Not sure why. My brother is very skinny and unathletic in comparison. He opened the brown door just to see, and nope. Got the F out of there. He described it as looking as a big dark back rooms with the doors next to each other, back to back. He did not want to walk in there to explore, which is a smart move. That's how you survive in a horror movie, guys. I will never go to the toilets alone again. And seeing a McDonald's will forever hold this memory for me. Edit. Found out recently, apparently, they devised a plan that my dad was going to go through entry level through the brown door to start kicking down doors and shouting my name. He had a very bad feeling. If he wasn't back down within 15 minutes, my brother would have been instructed to call the police. Oh, so they had a whole plan. My brother disagreed with the plan, suggesting that it'll be best if they find all the exits and guard them down, banking on them the fact I'll be out by at some point, as it's unlikely they'll find me through every entry level in that lift and doors. I asked what would happen if I didn't come out through the exits, and he said, "At least we'll find remains." Morbid. Wow, dude, that was crazy. What a hell? Like, that's insane. That one was freaky deaky, guys. Let me read some of your guys' chat. Subnautica is on sale right now. You should get it, Loon. Oh, is it? Hold up. Let me put that on my notes. I am going on a trip very shortly, but hold up. Oh, sorry, guys. Give me 1 second. I have an important text. This is why I love streaming also. It kind of feels like I'm just genuinely hanging out with you guys. Sounds good. Oh, my friend is going to be late, so that means I get to stream longer for you guys. But that is a terrible story. You know, I have to say, if you're a woman or a man, but specifically if you are a woman even more, and you feel like you need to be with someone to go pee, like, that is so totally valid. I have walked my sister and cousin to the bathroom many times, to their car, and this is a good lesson. And hey, you don't have to listen to me, but if you are a boy and you're a brother, a dad, a nephew, whatever, right, and it is a respectful thing to walk your girl relative or whatever, your best girlfriend even, to the bathroom, to their cars, because yeah, we can sit here and say that it's scary for everyone, but it's extra scary for women, dude, especially these days, But yeah, let me get into the Subnautica thing. Let me write that in my notes. Download Subnautica. Oh, sorry, the camera cut off. This is going to happen a lot in my lives. I have my camera cuts off every 30 minutes, but Subnautica. All right, I'll put that in the list because it seems like you guys really wanted me to play that one. So I will download it. And also, thank you to Long Lang, because now I can't afford it. Well, I could have afforded it anyways, but that is going to help me tremendously for the donation. I love horror story. Yeah. Casual sibling insulting their sibling. Yeah. Yeah, for real. Well, honestly, me and my sister don't really insult each other, but when we were younger, we did. I've watched every famous YouTuber play it like a year ago. Okay, I'll dive into it. Also, guys, I'm gonna be honest, I really have to pee. Speaking of peeing from that story, so I will be right back. You guys can talk to each other or whatever. Also, hold up, on Twitch, nah, I'd rather go home with some soggy jeans. Yo, for real, I would have pissed myself. This is why girls pee in groups. Yeah, dude, honestly, we should normalize just peeing in groups in general, because that's just like less scary. And also walking to your car in groups and stuff like that. But I gotta go pee, speaking of. All right, be right back. All right, piss break was fire. Oh yeah, let me open the door so my cats can come back in. Yeah, I almost accidentally closed the door. And if you're from North Carolina for some reason, just like me, there is a huge storm going on here, and this is like really adding to the scariness of this. All right, here we go. We're on to the next one. Chair stream, best stream. Oh man, that's funny. All right, this next one sounds scary. And here, kitty, kitty, this is what. For those of you guys that weren't here in yesterday's stream, I do plan on at some point, maybe in a month or two, we're gonna get a separate camera to film the chair because you guys wanted a cat cam. At some point, once I can afford it, I'll get like a GoPro or something. Oh, Rabbit, what state is that you're storming in, or country? I know some of you guys are from abroad, which yesterday when we were streaming, I found out like our community spans across the world. It's kind of insane to think about. But while that's going on, oh yeah, I love Markiplier too. All right, let's read this next one. Saddle up. We got some more scary stuff to do. We're going to be reading scary stories for like the next hour and a half. Oh, India. Dude, Indian food is top 5, and I will die by that. It's midnight for you. Okay. It's only 6 p.m. here, but Indian food, so good. Just got to talk about that. I can't eat it often, though, because it is pretty hearty. Well, some stuff is healthy, but the stuff that I like is hearty. But anyways, back to the stories. Let's lock in. All right, so I think June saved me from a terrible fate. Sorry, give me 1 second. Okay. I think June saved me from a terrible fate. Okay, how so? Elaborate. Someone posted on another sub something about security, and for some reason, it reminded me of this very weird occurrence that took place when I was in college. I thought you might get a kick out of it. Okay. When I was 20 years old, I'm female, I subleased a friend's place for the summer. It was one of those huge, or one of those houses built for college students. Whoa, did you guys hear that? Did my mic pick that up? That was really scary. That scared the hell out of me. It just like lightning super hard. Yeah, I might have not picked up, but that scared the crap out of me as I'm reading these stories. All right, here we go. Sorry, I lost train of thought. So the house was in subdivisions that's all college students. The house had 4 bedrooms. I rented 1 bedroom, but the other roommates were out of town for the summer as well, so I was alone. Interesting. Coincidentally, one of my friends had a younger sibling that needed to find a home for her rescue pit for the summer. I've had boxers all my life and always loved pit bulls. I'd always been curious. To this day, I'm so glad I had that dog. I swear she saved me, possibly my life. Okay, so I'm assuming the dog's name is June. All right, here we go. Let's lock in. This is about to get scary, I bet. Perfectly scary timing. Yeah, for real, Lily. Or KSY Lily. Yeah. I love how there's a full conversation going on in chat right now. All right. I'm obsessive about 2 things because of who I am as a person: cleaning and locking doors, setting alarms when I leave and I'm alone, which meant I was locking and setting the alarm a lot that summer because I was alone. Oh, hey, look who it is, guys. Look who decided to join the chat. You want to read this scary story with me, Bo? Or just sit up here? Okay. All right, you can do that. Here we go. Sorry, give me a second, guys. Or just jump over there. He wants to play with his toy really bad. There you go, bud. All right. Which meant I was locking and setting the alarm a lot this summer because I was alone. All All right, so this girl, let me set the mood again. She's in this 4 bedroom split house, but by herself in a college area that was built for college kids. The first night I had the pit bull. Her name was June. I was a little nervous, if I'm being honest. I didn't know until my friend dropped the dog off, but my friend's sibling just had rescued this pit like less than a month ago. Clearly, I should have asked more questions. I was nervous because this dog was a bit apprehensive about me and fresh out of the shelter or rescue. Wherever my friend's sibling found her, this was clearly by the way she interacted with me and the home surroundings. It was clear June had been the dog had scars all over the body. Oh, poor doggy. And by the looks of it, had semi-recently given birth. Also worth noting, June was hulked out. This dog was absolutely jacked. I'd rehabbed a dog before, so I felt like I was up for the challenge. After all, I had entire summer, and it was just June and I. All right, so that's the leading up to this. Jeez, there's just 2 people talking on chat. Like, this is... Sorry, I'm getting distracted by this. Let me lock in on the story, guys. The chat's going right now. All right, no, this house had those magnetic FOB locks, or fob locks. A door at the front of the house, which faced the rest of the houses in the neighborhood. There was also a door at the back of the house, which faced a sort of alley where I parked my car. I locked any door. Hey, Sora. I locked any door anytime I used it, as well as the door to the bedroom whenever I went to sleep. I had June in the bedroom with me. There was an alarm on the house, but the girls that actually lived there, remember, I was subleasing, never set it up and didn't have the desire to do so, which is crazy, which meant I was relying on the locks. This is where it's going to get scary. Night 1, I get into bed, direct June to the comfort plush bed I'd put together for her, laid her toys in it, super soft blankets, the works. I guess June decided nah, because the next thing I knew, she was in the bed with me, facing me with her head and all those teeth a few inches from mine. I barely slept because I was so scared I'd accidentally rolled onto her foot or something, scare her and end up with my face eaten off. Yes, I know this is silly, but this is what was going through my head as I lied awake, staring at this massively absolute unit of a dog. Night 2, same thing, except I fell asleep. I woke up the next morning to June staring directly into my soul. We were bonding. Night 3, we spent the evening watching movies, snuggled. I shared my pizza crust, and she was definitely feeling the love because she finally let me scratch her belly and started to act like a puppy. Aww, I love that. But I know that this is going to take a turn somewhere and less likely to the recent released inmate. And less like a recently released inmate. Morning after night 3, I wake up and it's still really early in the morning. As in, it's like 6:30, 7 a.m. I usually got up around 9 a.m. for my class at noon. Sorry, I'm getting distracted by chat a little bit. My bad. Okay, I gotta focus because I know you guys are having a conversation in chat, but all right, lock it. After morning after night 3, I wake up and I'm still really early in the morning, as in it's like 6:30, 7 a.m. God, that's so early. I usually get up around 9 for my class at noon. As I'm coming up out of the sleepy stupor, trying to get my bearing and understand why the hell I'm waking up so early, I clock June. June is absolutely snarling at the bedroom door. Body slamming the door, sniffing while snarling, and the base of the door, lunging over and over the handle of the door. It was absolutely terrifying, but I wasn't afraid of her. I quickly realized something or someone is right outside my bedroom and jingling the door handle, which I had locked. I do live in Texas, so I grabbed my 12 gauge that I kept under my bed and racked it. Okay, thank God she had something just in case. It's a very, very old and very loud gun. When I racked the gun, everything became very quiet. This is going to be the conversation. Here we go. Uh, before we read this conversation, Taco Mao. Oh, go get some sushi, girl. That's funny. I'm getting sushi right after this. God, there is so much going on in this chat with Felix and Rabid. You guys are having a whole conversation. Well, anyways, I'm going to get back to the story. Not going to be reading that right now. All right. So we're going to go into this conversation that they have. So it's some random guys that are outside her bedroom and then her. Me, who's there? Random guy, maintenance. We're maintenance. We didn't mean to scare you. We're here to fix the dishwasher. But even if you're maintenance, why would you just show up? Like that's weird. Why would you knock on someone's bedroom door? Like not the front door. That's crazy to go in. That's just so insane. Me, I didn't put in the maintenance request and the dishwasher is in the kitchen on the first floor. Oh, she lived in the second floor. What the hell? So they walked up there just to knock? So the random guy said, yeah, we were told no one was here. I'm training a new guy and thought I'd show him most of the houses that look in, what they look like inside. But still, isn't that invasion of just privacy? You could just be walking in people's while it's leased. At this point, June is losing her ever-loving mind, and I'm armed. Kind of annoyed that these idiots have woken me up so early. Dude, honestly, I would be so freaking pissed about that too. Then it dawns on me, I deadbolted the doors. Maybe the maintenance people had some way to bypass the deadbolts. I honestly don't know. This was time when the magnetic fobs were kind of new, or new to the apartments near campus anyways. I should have been more scared, but I could tell that these guys were their pants between hearing the monster on the other side of the door and my gun racking. I'm so glad. So I cracked the door a smidge, just enough for them to see a pew pew. June foaming at the mouth, and so that I could get a look at their uniform to confirm whether they were real servicemen or not. Weirdly enough, they didn't have any uniforms on. What? There were 3 men. 2 men looked like they had it rough. They were maybe in their early 40s, and the other guy was maybe in his mid-20s. All 3 of these guys were dirty. Like they'd been sleeping outside, maybe? No! Oh my God. The clothes appeared clean, but they had not seen a shower, but it had not seen a shower in a hot minute. Oh my God. I'd tell them to leave or I'd open the door, let June out. I tell them I'll call the front office and clear this up, but for now, they need to leave. And sure enough, all 3 men turned around and got out of my house. How would you not be scared at the gun, like, Cox, you know? Like, jeez, that's crazy. All right. Sorry, the chat's... Felix, Rabbit, you guys are still chatting. You guys are it's kind of distracting because there's a lot of questions over there. Let me focus on this. Once the men left, I checked the doors and the back door was unlocked. I checked it out the night before. No chance I'd forgotten to lock it. I called the front office the minute it was open at 8 a.m., to which they said they hadn't dispatched any maintenance men that day and asked me for a description of the men. No, dude. So they weren't even, they were just lying. Oh my God. Just random guys. Okay, here we go. I'm not sure if they were ever caught, but I certainly hope so. I wonder if they were there to rob her or anything else. I'm so glad she had a gun. I had never been so scared in my life. I'd used my pew-pew when hunting, but never pointed it at a person before. In the specific housing complex, at least 5 women were targeted in the weeks before this encounter, so I was definitely on edge. Oh my God, maybe I think those guys were probably the guys. Oh, dude, that's crazy. I hope they get caught, man. That's actually scary. I kept June the entire summer and would have tried to adopt her as we definitely bonded and I knew she had my back. I felt so safe with her, but the place I was moving into wasn't a place she'd be happy. as it was didn't have a yard and it was very small. To this day, I'm very convinced that June saved me from something truly horrible. Yeah, because June woke her up. To the maintenance men, may we never meet again. Wow, dude, that is so scary. Holy crap. Also, I guess that's clutch to have like a dog. I don't think my cats would ever do that. I mean, considering they're cats, but golly, that is so scary. Wow. Yeah, if you guys live alone like me, I guess it is beneficial to have a dog or have a, pew pew if your state allows it, I guess, for peace of mind. Can we talk about how many concurrent viewers we've got? Holy crap, guys. We've got like across all platforms, we're at like almost 20. That's insane. All right, diving back into the chat. Yeah, okay, so you guys are talking about weather. Yep. Yeah. Germany. Oh, Germany's on my bucket list, actually. I haven't been there yet. Been to UK, though. UK is pretty cool. It is a lot of rain in the UK, and there's a lot of rain here right now in North Carolina. Yeah, I don't mind it if you guys chat in the chat. I mean, that's what it's for. It just was distracting when it wasn't involving this, but it's fine. Let's see. Okay, well, you guys are talking. Let's go into the next scary story. Whoa, what was that? Oh, hey, got a new follower. Oh, it's Zorn. Thanks for following. Appreciate that. It's still doing the 3 thing, and you know what? At this point, I think we're just gonna roll with it and just keep it there because it's kind of funny. Hold up. Yeah. Let me make sure that. There we go. All right, everything's back to normal. Sorry. You can't wait to move out again. Aw, well, moving out is definitely a big adjustment. I remember when I moved out for the first time and into my house. It's like, whoa. All right, anyways, let's lock in, guys. Let's get into another scary story today. Dude, I cannot believe how many concurrent viewers we've got. This is insane. Thank you so much, guys. You guys are the freaking absolute best people ever. All right, let's go. Let's lock in. Whoa, what? All right, so the title of this one sounds crazy. My landlord knew what items I had in my bedroom. I had never met my landlord in person. Oh, sorry, I didn't even show it on screen, sorry. But yeah, that's the title. What the hell? All right, so here we go. When I was 18, I was desperate to find a place to stay for university. There was a massive housing shortage where I live, so I went on Facebook to find a room. Eventually, a man from Egypt DM'd me saying that he had a private room available. He told me that he had moved back to Egypt due to being ill and decided to rent out his 3-bedroom house. Okay. He had no profile picture or any info on his profile other than his name. Okay, that's already very sus, I will say. Anytime someone has like the no profile picture, I just don't believe them. Sorry, I'm reading chat. It's so funny you guys are just having a whole conversation. All right, I'm gonna lock in. I get distracted so easily. Sorry. All right. He gave me the address to get a house tour with the current tenants that are moving out. His son was the one that let me have a house tour and that gave me the keys later via mail. This was a shared house with 3 students with a kitchen and a bathroom being shared. Oh, I've had that before. I toured around. Everything seemed normal and clean in this house. So I asked the former tenants why they were leaving. They told me that the landlord is a weird guy, quote unquote. Okay, all right. But I think nothing of it and decided to sign the contract via email. I did not see his son after the house tour. After signing the contract, the landlord got my phone number on WhatsApp and messaged me saying that he wanted to build a friendship with me. What? That's weird. Isn't he in Egypt? What do you mean build a friendship? I say that I'm too busy right now with school. Wait, is OP a girl or guy? I need to know this because I feel like that would add layers to this. Um, hold up, sorry. I was reading chat again. Uh, After signing the contract, blah, blah, blah. All right. I say that I'm too busy with school right now. He would call me sometimes 10 times a day and ask why I'm not picking up. He called me because he said he was lonely and needed company. What? Most of the time, I wouldn't respond and move past it and pay the rent. After a month, after I moved into the house, his messages became ... stranger. Oh, man. What the hell? Oops, I did not mean to do that. Wait, what? Sorry, hold up. What did I just do? I accidentally, Felix Potato, sorry, I pressed something and it put you in timeout. Wait, hold up. What? Why did it delete the messages? I did not mean to do that. Hold up. How do I undelete these messages? Sorry, I'm so bad at streaming, guys. Just super blah 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 blah. Hide user on this channel. No, I don't want to do that. How the hell? What is going on? I have no clue what. I think I timed out, Felix. I'm so sorry. I think it's just 5 minutes though. I think you should be good after 5. Hopefully. I think. Let's do, if I did confirm 10 seconds, would it? Okay, maybe that will be adjusted. I put it for 10 seconds. Hopefully he comes back. I didn't know that that was how you did that. I was trying to check the settings on people's names. I'm so sorry. This is how bad I am at streaming, guys. All right, anyways, let's get back into this. After about a month, I moved into the house. His messages became stranger. I noticed you have a heater and an air fryer on your table. Could you please not use that? What? He was in Egypt. Why do you own 2 laptops? That's kind of strange. If this man claimed he is living in Egypt and I have never seen him in person and my windows and my doors are fully shut and locked, how does he know those items were sitting in my table? Yeah, he's definitely lying about that because, like, what? I thought you were in Egypt, bro. What? There were multiple messages like this commenting on this kind of multiple objects that are in my room and how I organize my room. He was in your room, or is there cameras? You guys think there was cameras? I feel like there was cameras. More importantly, he would attempt to charge 150 euros more for the rent for using my air fryer too much in my room. What? Okay, that pisses me off. Again, how could you even tell that I was using my air fryer and not my roommates since I never brought an air fryer outside of my private room? As for the roommates, they were pretty chill and also students. Not from Egypt, however. When I told them about the messages I received, they said that they hadn't gotten anything like that and had heard nothing from the landlord. The roommates claimed that they had never been in my room or contacted the landlord. I don't believe them, so I asked them to see their WhatsApp, and there was no messages other than rent has been paid. Hey, buddy, you want to talk to the chat? I tested if the roommate's key could open my door, and it could not. They were also gone for the majority of the day. So that confirmed that definitely 100% not roommates. So this guy is either got cameras or something crazy. Oh man, what the hell? So I started to test him. I would put specific objects onto my table in my private room and see if he says anything about it. Well, he noticed, and that's when I freaked the hell out in the middle of the class lecture. Then 2 days later, after ignoring all the comments about my the objects I placed, I get several calls from unknown phone numbers. I answered only twice. The voice vaguely sounded like the landlord and says to come home. I came home, and the trash that I threw out that day was all over. Oh my God, the lightning is crazy here. I don't know if you guys heard that. That was really loud. It's still going on. All right. I came home and the trash that I threw out that day was all over the front door to my private room. What the hell? Finally, after nearly a year of dealing with this, I finally found a safer place to stay and filed a restraining order against this Egyptian landlord. I still have no idea how he knew exactly what objects I had in my private room or how that trash ended up in my front door. One friend of mine believes that there was hidden cameras. Yeah, that's what I think too. Meanwhile, another believes a roommate was spying on me. But again, I really don't know. Dude, yeah, 150 euros is pretty freaking insane. But, oh my God, dude, what? Could you guys imagine? Like, oh, dude. Amaya, hey, how are you? I love seeing everyone new who pops into the chat. Oh, he charged 150 euros for her using a air fryer in her private room. Which, like, how did you even know she was using an air fryer in her private room? Freaking crazy, dude. Oh man, that was freaky deaky. Oh, dude, this next one looks scary too. All right, let's dive into this. Sorry, I was trying to read chat and also do this. All right, let's lock into this next one, guys. All right, I'm so glad I stayed in the car that night is the story of this one. Whew. All right, here we go. Hi, English isn't my first language, but I hope this comes across okay. This story still creeps me out today, so I wanted to share it on here. This happens to me in around a year ago, and it still haunts me. At the time, I, female, 25, was visiting some friends. It was the middle of the week, but I was on vacation, so I stayed out late. Around 1 or 1:30 a.m., I got into my car to head home, about a 30-minute drive. I live in a small German town on the main street, but it's not very big. At night during the week, there's barely any traffic, maybe 1 or 2 cars every now and then, but that's it. Hey, Amaya. I hope your day is going well too. All right, I'm gonna lock back in. A bit of context that might help. Coming from the direction I drove, you can see down the road for quite a while, maybe 600 to 700 meters, something around 2,000 feet, I think. I rent a parking spot in an underground garage shared with 10 other tenants. The garage entrance is tucked away because the building and somewhat beside the building and somewhat hidden by the surrounding houses. It isn't really visible unless you're standing right in front of it. Anyways, back to the story. I was driving home. It was a typical spring night. Everything was normal. I pulled into the driveway, stopped for a moment to open the garage door with my remote. Then I backed. Oh, sorry, camera. Then I backed into my parking lot, which faces the entrance. I left the engine running as a rummage in the center console. I can't even remember what for. Suddenly, when I looked up, there was a stranger standing there. What? Dude, ain't it like garage or like parking is just such a scary area to be like seeing a stranger. Could you imagine? Oh, you guys heard all that lightning? Oh my God. I'm glad you guys got to hear it because I was like mortified over here. It's totally adding to the scariness of the story. And hi, Heather, by the way. All right. A man maybe 45 years old, about 3 meters tall, or wait, hold up. Oh, no, 3 meters in front of my car, which is 10 feet inside the garage, just staring at me. Oh, I'm getting goosebumps. Oh my God. I was instantly terrified. Reflexively, I hit the lock button on my car. He shouted that I should give him my phone. Saying that his car had broken down and needed to make a call. Oh, dude, come on. I've had situations like this, but in public parking. I can't even imagine a garage. Like, that's so scary. It's better to be safe than sorry, too. But I hadn't seen any broken down car or flashing hazard lights anywhere in the road. No car pulled over or nothing. Yeah, because she lives in a road that's, yeah. Ugh. All right. I was so frozen and shocked that I just stared at him. He seemed to notice how confused I was. He added that the breakdown happened the next town over, which, by the way, is about an hour's walk away. No way did he not find anyone get out of here. That's so crazy. Again, he told me to give me his phone, becoming louder and more aggressive. That's when I realized that he was not wearing just hold up. So this is when I realized that he was wearing not just knee-length checkered shorts and no shirt. It wasn't freezing outside, but it was definitely warm enough. But it definitely wasn't warm enough to be standing around half naked. Okay, that's freak. Dude, how are you asking for someone's phone with your shirt off in a garage in the middle of nowhere? Come on. Like, he could be on something at that point, right? I yelled through the closed window that I couldn't help him and asked him to leave. He, still angry, said, "You don't need to be afraid of me. Just come and give me your phone." Brother, what? What do you mean, don't be afraid of you? What are you on? I told him I was sorry, but no, and that he needed to leave. He stared for a moment longer, then angrily walked out of the garage. I stayed in my car until the garage door was fully closed. Until then, did I turn off the engine? Oh, I wanted to call a friend, but there's no reception in the garage. So I grabbed my keys and every bit of courage I had and sprinted to the door leading into the apartment hallway. I would have turned my car back on and drove away. What? It's a heavy door that jams sometimes. Thankfully, not that night. There's also a back entrance from outside the garage, and I had no idea if the door was locked or if the man knew about it. Once inside, I ran into the ground floor apartment. The windows are somewhat shielded by a hedge leading into my terrace, but technically it's still reachable from the street. Once inside, I locked everything, shut all the blinds, and just sat there for a couple minutes and before calling my friend. Dude, that's so scary. I debated calling the police, but didn't, thinking that they had more urgent matters to deal with, since actually the man hadn't done anything to me. Looking back, I realized that was a mistake, but honestly, I was completely rattled. I'm usually someone who's happy to help people, but he easily could have just asked me to call someone from outside or knock on the door somewhere or anything other than following a young woman into a car garage at night, half naked. That's just ... No. I've never seen him again, thankfully, but ever since that night, I hate parking there. God, I would be so scared. I never got out of my car until the garage door is fully closed. And even then, I'm always on edge. I'm so grateful I kept the car running and locked the doors. I'm grateful my parking spot is right across from the entrance, so I had a clear view. I'm grateful for the doors didn't stick that night. And honestly, I'm so grateful I hadn't gotten out of the car earlier. I really don't want to imagine what could have happened if I had. Edit. Normally, I don't really share stuff online. I didn't expect it to receive so many responses. Yeah, that's crazy. Oh, that's so spooky, dude. All right, well, let's take a quick break and talk to chat. Yeah, holy crap. All right, I'm gonna read some of your guys' chats now. Sorry, I was so locked in on that story. It was so scary. It's 4 a.m. there, and I usually stay up to 6. Oh, dude, insomnia. I get that. Fun fact about me, I had clinical insomnia from when I was 22 till 20, I'm gonna say 24, 25, I kind of cured it myself. But they put me on trazodone, and it didn't really work well. And I actually found that, I found kind of my own natural remedies to help it out. Sometimes it flares up every now and then. Like, I'll have a night where I don't sleep well at all. But I found out that my insomnia kind of ties to, alarm anxiety. I just have anxiety towards, setting alarms and stuff. But, yeah. One of the things I found interesting about following you is watching the progress of the channel and a YouTuber from a start, and I find it very interesting how the platform gets built slowly. Oh yeah, Anna, thank you. Yeah, I mean, you guys are seeing exactly everything that's going on. There is no hiding, no fanciness with this channel. I am literally just a guy who just did YouTube. And then here we are, second stream ever. Thank you, Anna. I also, I'm curious to see how far this will go. Hopefully it will go very well and I can just lock in full time with this, but we'll see. Oh, okay. Bye, Felix. Have a good night. I know it's really late. No problem at all. Hopefully you can catch the rest of the stream another day, or I can see you on stream. I'm thinking this is a good time to talk about the next stream, which is, it's also insane that we have like 20 concurrent viewers right now. But next stream should be, let's see, Wednesday. I will try to lock in one more stream. Tomorrow probably won't be streaming unless it's really late. Actually, I might stream really late at night. We'll see. But Wednesday we're gonna be streaming, and then I'm gonna take a break Thursday to Sunday. Thursday to Sunday. Oh no, Thursday to Monday. Thursday to Monday will be normal Reddit read uploads, and then I'll be back for my trip on Tuesday. Hopefully we'll stream 1 or 2 times then. And then we can start gaming streaming probably by the end of the month. So that will be really fun. Oh, Maya, thank you. I'm glad that you guys can catch my streams. Like, I just love that I can just talk to you guys real time now. Because, I mean, I was already, like, responding to your guys' comments. You guys know that. But now I can just respond right away. Sleep paralysis, I'm glad I don't really feel it. Oh yeah, sleep paralysis sucks, dude. I used to have sleep paralysis too. When I was in college, my sophomore and junior year, for some reason, it would flare up every month, one time. And it was really scary. I've had sleep paralysis once this year though. And yeah, it scared the absolute hell out of me. If you guys never had sleep paralysis, I do not wish it upon you. Yeah, you start seeing things, hearing things, but it's really just like, your brain or whatever, I guess. But yeah, anyways, yeah, let's get into this next story. How about food reviews? Food reviews? I would love to do food reviews. If that's something you guys actually want to watch. So yesterday, I know some of you guys weren't here on yesterday's stream, but yesterday's stream, I had a whole conversation with some of the subscribers about where I want this channel to go. And the best YouTuber that I can kind of mold what I envision this channel to be like would be that of like Penguin Zero or Moist Critical. Because Charlie's channel, he kind of does everything he wants, and his followers and subscribers kind of watch everything. And like, that's kind of my goal, but I do want to tailor things towards whatever you guys actually want to watch. So like, if you guys want to watch food reviews, I actually thought how fun it would be to do live tier list where I try like everything on a fast food menu. Like I have so many like ideas, like gaming. God, we were talking about doing video essays on historical time periods on YouTube and stuff too. Yeah. There's a lot to come with this channel, and I have so many things. He's popular, so that's cool to be inspired and stuff. Yeah. I have so many things planned for this channel, so it's just nice to have you guys kind of here to help me out along this journey, especially you guys, because you guys are here technically from like day one, because this is kind of like week one technically, right? No, but some of you guys have been subscribers since I started this channel, which is insane, like 5, 6, 7 years ago. Lily said, KSY Lily said, I get sleep paralysis. Sleep paralysis occurs in a small amount of people, like 10% of the population. Oh, yeah, that's interesting. Yeah, I don't get it often, but sometimes it just pops in. Your stream is lagging behind. Oh, I don't know how to help you because I'm literally just a boy who just pressed turn on stream. I literally learned all of this stuff on streaming this week, guys. I am such an old man when it comes to like this stuff. I feel like I know a lot about YouTube, but when it comes to like live streaming and like Twitch and like all that, I do not know much. Damn, a lot of people on this chat has sleep paralysis, huh? We had KSY Lily, Rabbit say that Heather, dang, that's a lot of sleep paralysis. Loon, I never streamed. I don't know either. All right, let's read another scary story, guys. Let's get into this. Oh, this is one that was on the thumbnail. I really wanted to get into this. All right, here we go. The scariest Lyft ride I've ever given. And this hits extra hard for me because fun fact, I actually did used to be a Lyft driver for like a summer just for extra money because I wanted to buy a game. A couple games, actually. I did Lyft and Uber. And I actually did have a scary story. If you guys want to hear that, let me know in chat. I'll tell you guys after the story. Just remind me. All right. The scariest Lyft ride I'd ever given. This is my first post on r/LetsNotMeet. And for story context, I am a 29 male to female who presents as masculine for work-related things like rideshare. Okay. I luckily don't deal with it, but a few of my friends do. Basically, this means I don't genuinely get tilted by people calling me he/him, but because, well, I don't pass. Anyways, so I use both apps, Uber and Lyft, and yeah, and your girl usually doesn't have any problems. The riders are genuinely pretty nice or quiet. And honestly, I enjoy giving rides. Not a lot of money, but enough in between paychecks at my big girl job to be enjoyable to do when I can. Yeah, that's how I felt. I was only doing it on the side on weekends that I wouldn't go out. However, as I was cruising off from a ride, I get a new request for like $20 or $30. Not uncommon, but sometimes that means that it's far AF. Yeah, definitely. I've been there. This one was only 45 minutes, not too bad. Plus, money. So I'm driving to the pickup pin, and it's a decently fancy Japanese grill. And I kind of run down dispensary. I park out of the way of traffic and hit arrive. 2 minutes, nobody. 3 minutes, somebody walks up and gets to my door. Here's where the scary stuff starts. Oof, here we go. She didn't immediately open the door. She reaches for the handle, sure, but she then proceeds to lean completely forward against my rear passenger door and laugh. She's laughing into the paint. Then she bends all the way back to the point her legs are almost 45 degrees with her torso. She opens the door, and apparently my last rider left something in the back seat, and she stops laughing and starts snickering. I hit her with a, "Hi, how are you? Are you blank's name?" The rider's name, in my forced masculine voice. In a creepy, cutesy voice, she says, "Yeah, that'd be me." "Someone done dropped a thing in your back seat, Mr. Uberman." What? Mr. Uberman? Ugh. I noticed and asked to keep it in the front seat with me so I can return it later. "Oh, damn. Guess she's must have left it in here by accident." She stares at me. Oh, she stares not at me, but at the rear view mirror and says, "Ain't you gonna call her?" I tell her I'll do it when a request comes in to return it, like I usually do. Now, quick aside to explain the characterization of this woman I've made so far. I'm not going out of my way to be any kind of prejudice, just legitimately spoke this way, and beyond just a country vernacular, she spoke as if she couldn't read well. Okay, so country accent too, so I'll have to whip that in. As someone who's worked with people with traumatic mental disorders or people who are severely mentally disturbed or see neurodivergent as a volunteer, or AEE neurodivergent as a volunteer, I try my best to not be annoyed or be a bee in these situations. Anyways, we head off towards her destination pin 45 minutes away. First red flag, because the others so far could just be a rider between weird or drunk. She asked me to stop at a UPS store on our way to the destination. Weird. No biggie, right? Here's the issue. She didn't specify where, just the UPS. Oh, jeez. Oh, Goose of Chaos. I hope you're having a great work day. All right. And as I opened up Google Maps to find the nearest one, she says, "Oh, you don't have to, but I have to get my friend." Whoa, what? Hold up. Oh, let me do this with a country accent too, because apparently she speaks in a country one. Oh, you don't have to, but I have to get my friend out of jail. That's so bad. That's my North Carolina accent for y'all. I have to get my friend out of jail. If I don't get this package, he gonna be there overnight. And then I said, oh. I said, not getting what the package had to do with jail, but playing along. Well, it's just gonna be. Hold up. It's just gonna be there all night if we don't get him. If we don't get him out, he gonna unalive somebody. He in jail for unaliving. What the F? Dude, what? Wait. Let me read that one more time. Let me read that. Well, it's just he's gonna be there all night if we don't get him out, or he's gonna unalive somebody. He in jail for unaliving. That's crazy. Dude, imagine telling a Lyft driver that. I would literally be like, brother, what? Oh my God. Yeah, the UPS store indeed. Oh, hi, Archie's or Archies. You know I can't pronounce your name. We did this yesterday. All right. I'll just call you Arch. All right. Oh, I am a cowboy. I wish. I hope also all my Twitch people are doing great. You know, Capri Sun and Lily, all of them. All right. Let's go back into this. When I freak out visibly but not audibly, she smiles and says, "Oh, we don't have to go there. Let's just keep going back on the road. I know you Uber guys got to make your money." Yeah, Uber drivers don't get a lot of money, do they? First off, I thought this was a Lyft ride. But anyways, weird pivot, but we keep going, and I nervously laugh and say, "Yeah, but I don't mind if we need to, if you need me to stop." Wrong move. God, you should not have offered that. Whew. Yeah, I would have canceled the ride too. Yeah. All right, here we go. And Archie, I get that. I've renamed some of my accounts as I've grown up. She continues to stare at me from the rear view every time I glance back. We're on the highway before she says anything. I like this car. I love how she spelled it, car. What car this be? I tell her, oh, it's nice. You like it? You like this car? I nodded and said, oh, she said that. She said, oh, it's nice. You like it? You like this car? I nodded and said, oh, yep, it's a nice car. Then she turns to the empty seat next to her and starts arguing with the air. Oh, hell no. She's on something. She is definitely not there. Dude, cancel ride. I'm gone, bro. Like, what? Oh, all right. So she's arguing with the air saying, no, it's his car. No, I don't think he wants to do that. Stop it. I say, everything okay? Oh, my friend just said that the car is nice. Oh, she's schizio. She might have schizophrenia, dude. That's okay. And then, I say, I'm a bit freaked out, but it's whatever. People are weird, and it's not unusual for a grown woman to have imaginary friends. Yeah, it kind of is. Oh, well, maybe, I don't know. Oh my God. I'm so scared already. All I heard was go on, get in that accent. Go on, get. Sounds like, if you guys ever seen that accent from Outer Banks, the show. John B. All right, here we go. So she has imaginary friends over here in her backseat of the car and says, Mr. Uberman, do you think it's okay to steal if you have to? I just shrug and go, I mean, what do you mean? Dude, this conversation is crazy. Like, if I was in a local drugstore and wanted bread, I should be able to take it, right? Especially if I work there. I shrugged again. I ain't no thief. It's cause she says, I ain't no thief. It's cause I needs it. She turns around and yells at me at my trunk. She yells at your trunk? She has another friend now? I got money. Right, Mr. Uberman? I got a job, so I got money. She's getting visibly more agitated, and she turns to Trunkun and says, what? No. You tell her to simmer down now. He's a nice man. Bro, this is crazy. This is something you see in the movies, bro. Oh my God. This is like the ending to someone's potential life that we're seeing. What the hell? And so after that, and goes on this long rant about how she's a vagabond and she's got a job and she ain't poor. But that poor people like to pretend that they're not poor, switching from seat next to her to Trunkun. Eventually she smirks. So she's talking to her, like the seat next to her and the trunk, talking to two different people now. Yeah, for real. We need to call an exorcist, guys. Stat. Eventually she smirks, and it's kind of off-putting because she's got some missing teeth. Oh, dude, this is so scary, man. What the hell? Now, do I necessarily care if someone is talking to themselves in a Lyft ride? No, I don't judge people. I hate to admit it, but I do. If I'm picking you up on a Lyft ride and you're talking to someone, I'm gonna be fucking scared as hell, dude. What? All right, anyways, OP says life is hard, but when her imaginary friends OP is better than me. But when her imaginary friends start to sound like they want me to be unalive, yes, I do mind. What? I don't like being alive. I don't like being alive, but I do. But I'm not going to tell somebody else to decide that. Oh, that's funny. All right, here we go. Then I'm driving and keeping to myself, and she smirks in the rear view and says in a scarily soft voice, "Aren't you sleepy? Aren't you hungry, honey? They say you're real sleepy. Do you like boba?" Dude, boba? What the? Okay, I know this is scary, but that is actually kind of funny because that was the last thing I was expecting her to say. Do you like boba? I'm sorry. Why am I laughing at this? Oh, I'm like laughing, but I'm also like terrified. I'm now gripping on the steering wheel and avoid eye contact. Oh, no, I'm okay. Thank you for your offer, though. I'll pay if we stop. Heart. Wait, what? Heart. She's, maybe she like emoted heart. She says in her sing-song voice from earlier, let's stop. Maybe you can even pull over for a nap and nap for a bit. Dude, it's a 45-minute drive. What do you mean, let's stop? She's baring her teeth at this point, and I'm internally screaming that I want this ride over as soon as possible. But $20 is $20, so we keep driving. That's insane. $20 is $20, bro. What? Yeah, boba really did come out of nowhere, Lily. This is so... Yeah. Amaya, yeah, I agree completely. Yeah, boba is just the craziest thing to be offering someone in this situation. Goose of Chaos. If she is schizophrenia, it can be really creepy. My grandmother had it when she lived with us. Some incidents were quite scary because we didn't know what it could. Yeah, I had well, no, it would be an aunt, an older aunt that she passed, but before she passed, she had schizophrenic like moments in Vietnam, and I wasn't there and I never saw it, but I definitely we heard stories from my cousins, and it is pretty scary. She kept saying that she saw like her ex-husband who had passed and all this stuff. But yeah, that's crazy. Yeah, $20 would not make me want to. $20 is not enough for my life. All right, let's continue. So we keep driving. Well, you unalived her, so it is what it is, she says randomly to the trunk. So new intel, she's talking to unalive people now. Holy space balls. So I'm now even more appointed not to stop. So we get to a stop sign and she stares at the headrest and leans forward. Oh, forgot to mention, all of this is happening while she's sitting directly behind me. Ah, dude, what? She leans forward and sticks out her bony figure and pokes on my shoulder. So she goes, oh, speaking of, let me like actually press the camera too while I'm at it. How does your body feel, Mr. Uberman? Huh? You sure you don't want to get something to eat? I could feed you if you just pull over somewhere. What are you gonna feed her? What does she got, like boba in her pocket? What the hell? Yeah, she was claiming that there are people who would be unaliving us and she was protected by black cars. She eventually tried to... What? That's crazy. Goose of Chaos. Holy crap. I'm sorry that happened. Oh my God. Wow, that's crazy. Yeah, schizophrenia is no joke. My brother had it, and he used to write car parking tickets on cop cars and a bunch of other stuff. Wow, that's crazy. Well, at least he didn't do anything that was, like, harmful, Lily. All right. So it's like the 10th time she's tried to get me to stop, and then she says, he's sleepy, ain't he? He going on unalive someone if he don't get some sleep. Someone gon' be unalived. Mm-hmm. He got 2 choices he can choose. I ask, or who is going to unalive someone? Yeah, for real. She looks aware and gets an angry face. Nothing. No one. So eventually, after being that's stared at, and her imaginary ghost friends talking about robbing or unaliving me, we get to her destination and she gets out. Oh my God, thank God. Oh, thank you for being so patient. Make sure you don't forget to eat. Oh, she paused. So she says, make sure you don't forget to eat. She says with deliberate pauses, and then she comes around to my window and smiles against the glass. I drove home and didn't drive for Lyft for a week. So to the lady who kept getting me to pull over, to the sleep with her in the car, let's not meet. Wow, that and the hotel one might have been the scariest one. Actually, no, the McDonald's one was also up there. I think this one and the McDonald's one is the scariest, and the hotel is like tied so far. Like those 3 had me pooping bricks. Actually, no. What am I saying? Even the one with the gun and the dog or the pew pew, that one was scary too. Honestly, all the stories today have been insane. Rabbit. Okay, yeah, my story. All right, guys. So story time. This is a little scary thing that happened to me. Although I could have totally I think it wasn't. I think I was being just cautious and extra, aware of my surroundings, so it made it more scary. I'm sure I was fine from the get-go, but just the way that it went about just was so creepy to me. So back in the day, about 3 years ago, is this about the body? No. So about 2 or 3 years ago, I was lifting and Ubering as well. I was making extra money on the side just to pay bills and also buy some games and stuff. Long story short, most of the rides I had given were really funny or really chill experiences or quiet experiences. Some people just get in the car, we go somewhere, and done. Easy. Now, one time I had a Lyft ride in Winston-Salem, North Carolina, which is a little bit away from me, but it was for a good amount of money. And the way that Lyft and Uber work is as you're driving, they'll keep referring wherever you are until you drive back. But I just kept going. And so I ended up in Winston. Not Winston, High Point, North Carolina. And this is important because High Point is known for crime. So it is like a kind of scary area. Lily said, my brother emotionally traumatized people, including me. I posted it on r/family issues. He scared our whole family and he passed on. Oh, wow. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that he passed, but it's crazy that he traumatized you guys, Lily. That's unfortunate. But all right, so back to the story. So I'm in High Point, North Carolina, which is a very high crime rate area. I'm picking up a father and his daughter at a baseball stadium. No big deal. I'm thinking nothing of it. And they get in my car and I'm just like, hey, how are you? The daughter is about 13 years old, 12, 13. She's got like some cute little braids. She's chilling. Maybe 10. I don't know. She's sitting in my back right side. And the guy is sitting kind of in the middle / behind me. And I can see them in the rear view. The guy has a hood on, and he has headphones in, right? And he's just bumping the music. And I'm like, I say, all right, guys. I was like, oh, how was the game or whatever? No response. So I'm already kind of like a little okay. So I'm just driving. I'm like minding my business. The girl has headphones in, and the guy takes his headphones out and starts FaceTiming somebody. And he starts FaceTiming. He's like, yeah. He starts saying some like really creepy things, like, oh, they won't know what got him and stuff like that. And he hangs up the phone, right? And I'm kind of like looking at my rear view, and I'm getting a little scared. And he talks to his daughter. He goes, "Put your hood up." That's when my fight or flight just kicked in. Like, he was like, "Put your hood up." And now I'm like, why would you put your hood up in my car? Like, this is getting sketchy. And this is when my heart sank. I'm in the middle of driving too, okay? She's like a 10-year-old cute, like, girl, you know? And the guy did look kind of scary, I'm not gonna lie. And he's like, "Put your hood up." So they both have their hoods on. She got her headphones in her ears still. He has his headphones off, and he goes, "Put them up." And all I hear is "put them up." I'm instantly looking at the rear view, and I'm in my head in that split moment, fight or flight's kicking in. I'm like, okay, how do I get out of the situation if he actually like has a pew pew or something like that, you know? He goes, "Put them up." And I finally realized what he was doing is he was taking a selfie with his daughter. But the way that he said it with the hood on and "put him up," like he literally said it like, "Put him up, put your hood on." Like that, bro, that's scary as fuck. And then I finally saw that he was taking a selfie, and I was like, oh, thank God. And we had no communication the whole car ride too. It was just such a weird interaction. Dropped him off, and luckily everything was good. He didn't tip me, but it is what it is. But yeah, so that was my little, I think that's just flight or flight in me of like, you know, better to be safe than sorry kind of thing. Where's my other cat at? Sorry, I just got distracted. It ended up he was just taking a selfie with his daughter. Well, he is really staring at the window. I want to see what he's looking at. Oh, he just jumped down. Never mind. I love how he like just heard me. He like knew what we were talking about. But yeah, that definitely a insane turn. Oh, I have another funny Uber experience to tell you guys about. Although this is not scary, this is more funny. Let me just fix this real quick because I have OCD. All right. Also, what time is it? Okay, cool. I still have like another 30 minutes of live streaming. Or maybe even a little bit more. Yeah, I definitely have a little bit more. Okay, cool. Let me just respond to my friend real quick that's heading over here. Thanks. And that was here. All right. So another funny story I have for you guys. So I was Uber driving. This was when I was first ever Uber driving. So still the same time period, but it was the beginning, right? This was probably my third or fourth ever trip I had taken on. And this was in Elon, North Carolina. So right outside of Burlington. And it was a Friday night or Friday night. And like, we'll call her Caitlin. Caitlin pops up, goes, boom. Ride for like $10, but it was a short ride, like 5 minutes. So I was like, oh yeah, I'm gonna take that. Easy money. So I go over there and I pick her up, and this girl who is probably, I'm gonna say 19, 20, because she's goes to Elon. She is hammered. Okay, I'm at the time, I think I'm 20, this was 3 years ago, so I'm 24. She is hammered, okay? And she gets in my car, and she gets in the passenger seat, which is already kind of funny because I feel like most people, when they call Ubers or Lyfts for themselves, they get in the back seat, especially if you're a woman. But so She gets in my front seat, and I can smell the alcohol on her. Like, you know, definitely a little bit of Smirnoff in there. What's up, Bo? You want to be in this video? Hey, it's Cloud. I thought it was Sora. Sora always gets up here. Say hi. Say hi, guys. Cloud wants to be in the video for once. This is the fitter brother, I guess you could say. What's up, Bo? All right. Just jumps off gracefully. All right, so I'm driving this girl, and she's like, hey, how are you? And I'm like, oh, I'm good. Like, just driving along, and I'm driving to this house. The address is like towards a house in the Elon area, and she's like, yeah, I'm going to this fraternity house. And I was like, oh, cool. And like, that's fun. Is it a party? And she's like, no party. I'm going to get some D right now. And by D, YouTube, I mean some Dr. Pepper. She says, yeah, I'm just going to get some Dr. Pepper right now. And I was like, oh, cool. Hey, good for you. Like, hey, do your thing, I guess. Like, just, but in my head, I'm like, dude, she is too drunk to be doing this. Like, what? And she's like, yeah, it's my ex-boyfriend. And I go, oh, okay, well, please be safe and make good decisions. And I was like trying to big brother her, but then she starts hitting on me. She starts going like, I mean, what are you doing after and stuff? And I was like, I have work. I was just like, dude, I gotta get out of this situation. And when I actually got to the house, it was a frat party. Like, there was a party going on. So I think she just has no clue what's going on at all. But yeah, dropped off the poor girl, and I'm glad that she at least called Uber, because that's like a safe mode of transportation. But yeah, my cats are, well, Blue Persian. What is Blue Persian? Cat. Let me confirm that. Blue Persian. No. Oh, sorry. My cats are not Blue Persians. They are Russian Blues, or Russian Greys, as you could say. Yeah. Twin boys. My funniest Let's Not Meet is when a delivery driver and I cross paths in my shop. In the shop, he looked like 40 and I was 17, and so on my short walk home, he drives up and asks for directions for that same. This shop in which I just saw him in. The most awkward attempt at creeping. Dude, that is... Ugh, dude, why are people so freaking creepy and weird, man? Like, ugh, God. Hey, we got 45 views total. And concurrent viewers... Sorry, I'm like reading stuff on my stats here. We've got like 20. Oh, we're still rolling at 25 concurrent viewers across all platforms. Let's go. Wait, I just Googled Blue Persian as well, and it's not the cat I had in mind. I learned that I've been lied to in the past, which is the cat is a Blue Persian. Yeah, Blue Persians are beautiful, but they're little chunky faces. My cats are Russian Blues, but you know, Sora might as well be a Persian Blue with this chunky ass face. Yeah, London. Oh, dude, I've been to London. I need to go back. I have some friends there, actually. London's a cool place. I think culturally and people are pretty cool there. I think the only thing with London that I didn't like was the fact that the food wasn't too great besides Indian food. They had amazing Indian food, though. Good news, guys. I just found out that my schedule is going to be more cleared up tomorrow, so I will be streaming tomorrow, too. So if you guys are here for the stream as of right now, expect this stream tomorrow. I'm going to say I have something at 7 tomorrow, so we're going to do the stream probably at 4. It's kind of the same time frame. 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time will be the start time of tomorrow's stream. What do you guys want to see for tomorrow's stream, by the way? This is a good time to talk. Oh, and don't worry, guys. For anyone who's watching in for Let's Not Meet content, we are going to read more. So for tomorrow's stream, we aren't going to start gaming yet because I still have to learn about gaming streams. So we're going to keep it to Reddit reads. What subreddit would you guys like me to dive into tomorrow? The options are going to be either incel tiers, I can't do incel IS. It's just way too risky. We can do Am I the Devil or Nice Girls. Ooh, Nice Girls. Yeah, I was just about to say that, Amaya. Anything that I've done on the channel, except anything really, really recent, because I like diving into like kind of cycling. And then also, I'm not opposed to a new subreddit if it's one that everybody likes. You two, I hope you can get some good. Wait, who's leaving? Oh, bye, Rabbit. Thank you for being here, man. It was awesome to talk to you this whole time, and live for once too. Have a good night. Hope you get some good sleep. But yeah, you guys want to see Nice Girls? I think Nice Girls might be the move. That would be fun because we did Nice Guys recently. Incel Tears got a lot of votes in the poll too, so I might do that. But we're gonna be live streaming tomorrow and probably Wednesday. Okay, sure. So Heather seems like Nice Girls the move. All right. We'll do some Nice Girls tomorrow. That's decided. We'll do Nice Girls tomorrow, and then I'll ask you guys tomorrow what you guys want me to do for Wednesday. And yeah, and again, by the end of the month, we will be doing gaming streams as soon as I figure that out. All right, it looks like Nice Girls is the move. Cool. Awesome. And don't worry, in probably the end of the month, I'll bring back Bingo to live. I just can't figure out this configuration for how I want Bingo to appear on the screen yet. And it seems kind of hard with the chat, Bingo, and also like everything else going on, but I'll figure it out probably by the end of the month. But yeah, all right, let's get into this. Oh, Lily also says Nice Girls. Everybody says Nice Girls. God, you guys are awesome. I love the community like that we built here. You guys are all so nice for the most part. I would say the only people who stop in my channel and are not nice are like those short guys or incel tier or incel guys who, or the bad type of incels that dive into the channel and just like comment like, oh, if you guys didn't know, one of my most recent incel tiers, either the last one or the one before, got guys from incel.is to go into the comments and like bring hate. It was pretty interesting to see. I was just like, damn, it's like you guys have nothing better to do. Have you considered main character Reddits for some other stream? Oh, yeah. Hey, no, main character Reddit, I am not opposed to that one. I skimmed it over, and some of them look pretty good. So definitely could be open to that. You guys just got to remind me. I have such a bad memory. All right, let's get back to Let's Not Meet. We took a pretty good break there. Let's go. What? Okay. Yeah, we got to read this. We need a Dragon effing Cars review. Solomon Lee. Hey, what's up, Solomon? Dragon effing Cars reviews? What is that? And can I even do that on YouTube? Hold on, let me put on a Dragon. Oh, this is sick. What the hell? This is so funny. This is a whole subreddit about dragons doing cars. I thought it was sick because of the first post. It was a turtle beetle, so I thought that was cool. But then I realized the whole subreddit is literally dragons. That I can't do that on YouTube, buddy. Oh man, that's a good one though. You can make a video about Dualicious. It's like Tinder made for incels. Interesting. Solomon is my middle name. Oh, well, I don't know what to call you then. I'll just call you Lee. All right, let's get into this story. All right. Oh, dude, Hoon. I can't tell from your icon, dude. You goofy goober. What's up, Hoon? I just saw you yesterday. Who's one of my friends, like actual IRL friends. Dude, so funny. I couldn't tell from your thing. You just look like an Asian guy with long hair. That's so funny. Dude, that's a funny subreddit too. Oh, Longling, you're back. What's up, dude? Dualicious would be a good one. Is that a sub, guys? Duo. Let's wait, Dualicious, like it only has 844 members. Am I looking at the right thing? Duolicious. Did I spell it right? Duolicious. I think I did. It says a community for discussing the online dating app Duolicious. What the hell even is this? Oh, it's an app. Oh, just doing a. Oh, you know what? I could do a video on that. That's not a bad idea. Dude, I love that you guys are giving me video ideas, man. This is awesome. All right, let's get into this story. I want to lock in on this one. So, all right, this one says, my classmate's mom stalked me in middle school. All right, fun. We love that. This happened when I was 13 or 14. I was in middle school. The school was about 10 minutes away by car. Oh, by the way, whenever you guys recommend me videos, I might forget, so apologies in advance. But if you guys keep reminding me, I will eventually dabble into ones that you guys, like keep bringing up, and it's something that seems fun. So like Dualicious, I might forget, but if you guys keep reminding me, I will do that. But tomorrow we're doing Nice Girls. All right, so anyways, let's lock in the story. The school was about 10 minutes away by car. My parents worked out an arrangement with our neighbor, Jake, who was the same year as me. I think Jake was a normal kid. Our friend group didn't overlap, so we didn't see each other at school aside from carpooling. I don't remember the exact arrangement, but basically my parents would drop us both off at school together, and Jake's mom would pick us up. Sorry, my cats are going crazy because it's definitely time for dinner, so I'm going to set off the dinner thing real quick so that they can eat. There you go. Oh, way to kick the whole mouse, guys. They kicked my mouse. Hey, Jessica, you're back. You were here in yesterday's live. Nice to see you again, Jessica. All right, here we go. So Jake was pretty quiet. So him and his friend here, Jake, same year as him, normal kid. They never really saw each other but from carpooling, okay? Just as a reminder. Jake was usually pretty quiet in the car. His mom was really chatty. I had no issue with that. She always wanted to know what was going on at school. I wasn't going to share all the gossip with her, but I told her general things like how we had a spring play, how there was a science fair, etc. I would have about 10 minutes of conversation with her, and we'd get back to the apartment complex where we lived. But then one day, things got weird. Jake was sitting in the back seat that day. I was sitting in the front seat. His mom said, I think you and Jake would make such a cute couple. Oh, so she's a girl. Okay. You should be his girlfriend. Ooh, this is weird. Very weird. You're also 13 or 14. What the hell? Why is she wanting to set this up? I didn't know what to say. I think I mumbled something like, I don't know about that, and stared out the window trying to act like it wasn't happening. Why did she bring this up? She didn't even know me. I barely even knew Jake. I didn't say anything more anymore in the car. I just remember feeling really awkward, like a weird awkwardness in the air. I didn't even turn to make eye contact with Jake. I figured, oh, he was there. I forgot, dude, he's like in the car. I figured he was probably just as uncomfortable as I was. When my parents came home that evening, I told them. My mom and dad kind of shrugged. This hadn't been a serious violation. It wasn't as if Jake's mom had hit me or anything like that. But my parents said I shouldn't carpool with Jake anymore. Okay, at least your parents are like kind of on your side about this. I think my dad's exact words were, you don't need to be around that. Valid. Especially like protecting his daughter. Like, that's good. I didn't want to tell anyone at school about this. This wasn't Jake's fault. I didn't want to make him feel bad or embarrassed by saying anything to him or go around telling people about this, which is a very mature decision. I kept quiet on this. I stopped carpooling with them, but I didn't tell anyone at school or anything else or anyone else. I barely saw Jake at school, and we just walked past each other whenever we did. But that wasn't the end of it. After that, Jake's mom started showing up in places where I would be. That's weird. I used to go to the park on Saturdays to play Frisbee. Now I'd see Jake's mom there. She'd smile at me. Dude, this is crazy. Like, what? She has like some type of infatuation with you? She caught on to how I went there Saturday mornings, and she'd come every Saturday morning. I had previously never seen her there. There were other examples like that. Also, Jake's mom showed up to the nail salon I went to. I had never seen her before, but I saw her twice the same month after we stopped carpooling. Maybe this was all coincidence, but I know it wasn't. One day, she came up to me at the library and said something like, "It's so nice to see you here. I bet Jake would love it if you came here over to visit sometime soon. You two should hang out more." Bro, how did she not get the hint? I didn't know what to say. All I could do was give this awkward smile and mumble something like, "Yeah, sure, maybe." Eventually, I had to tell my parents about this. They had a talk with Jake's mom and told her to leave me alone. Thank God. That was the end of it as far as I know. It was just a weird situation from that point onwards. We'd never see each other. I hope that means she's never stopped paying attention to me. That's crazy, man. Ugh, scary. Freaky deaky, dude. Wait, hold up. Sorry, I'm reading this real quick. Monetization, automatic, recommended. Viewers may see ads. Hey, someone in chat, can you guys let me know if you're in the YouTube chat first? Best viewers on. Hold up, first time chat. Oh, AJ Grief. Hey, nice to see you on the Twitch chat. But someone on YouTube, can you guys let me know? Are you guys getting ads on these videos? Because I did turn on ads. I just want to make sure they're on, but at the same time, not too much. I put it on like medium. I didn't want the setting to be like too frequent because I don't really care that much. I don't want to like interfere. I know Twitch has natural ads. But yeah, that was crazy. Let's see what else. Just got home. Hey, Jessica, you just got home. I love that feeling. I got one when I turned it. Okay. Oh, I know. Okay, so you guys are getting ads. Good. I just want to make sure that was working. I didn't want it to be too frequent though. I just put it at medium. Long length, you had like one ad. That's not too bad. I could insert ads, but I don't know if I want to do that. Because then like inserting an ad at a specific moment is just so like, I don't know. Maybe I'll do that in the future whenever I take breaks. Like when I pee and stuff, I'll insert ads, but maybe in the future. But how old am I? I am 27, Dennis. Also Dennis Reynolds. That's funny. That's a funny name. Is that your actual name? Because isn't that Always Sunny in Philadelphia? Dennis Reynolds. Yeah, Dennis Reynolds. Hard to say because I'm using premium. Oh, ayo, premium. Oh, speaking of ads, I am actually going to pee, so I will insert one right now. All right, I'll be right back. I gotta pee. All right, we back, gang. Ad break. I prefer an inserted ad so that the ad doesn't interrupt you and don't miss. Okay, yes, Chili, I do agree that manually putting ads is better. However, the only reason I can't only manually add is because the thing about automatic ads is I don't have to consciously be aware of that. Sometimes I get like so distracted in the videos and stuff. So that's why I put ads at a medium. I didn't put it at like high volume of ads because I don't want it to interrupt all the time. Just every now and then, just so in case I forget to manually put an ad, that I'm still making some form of money. I don't want to make like a bunch of money from you guys because like it's just gonna take away your guys' attention. But at the same time, I want to make sure I'm paying my bills. So yeah, I'll insert ads every now and then when it's like super obvious. But I'm gonna keep the ad volume on YouTube at least at like a medium. I'm never gonna bring it to high ever. Like trust me on that. It's either medium or low. If I ever make a lot from YouTube and from Twitch and stuff, I could imagine myself lowering the ad frequency and then just inserting a little bit more. Also, if I have enough money in the future from content creating, I'll probably hire somebody to help me out with the streams and, you know, content moderation, things like that. And so that whenever that time comes, if I ever get to that level, it'd be a little bit different. Also, hi to all the Twitch people, the two of you there. It is actually insane that we just started streaming. We're on the second stream, and we're on the second stream, and we are like averaging 20-25 concurrent viewers. I think that's insane because I know a lot of streamers, they struggle at the beginning to even get 1 or 2, and it's like it just proves how awesome you guys are and the community, how strong this community is. I didn't get an ad while you were gone. Well, I don't know what to do because I literally just pressed the insert ad button, but I guess it didn't work for everyone, at least. It might have worked for some people. Where did you get the idea to start your channel from? Is this something you always wanted, or do you wanted to try something new? Oh, that's a good question, Goose Chaos. I'm gonna answer chat a little bit before we go into this next story. Next story says, always look where the taxi driver is going. That sounds horrifying. So let me cue that up real quick. To answer your question, Goose of Chaos, I have always wanted to actually be a YouTuber since I was in middle school. Fun fact. I started a channel when I was 13 years old with an old best friend of mine. We're not really close anymore, but at the time we were really close, and both of us started a YouTube channel. We started doing videos together, but it was like we were kids, you know, so like we didn't really know how to make content like that. But a couple of my videos actually did really well. I think they're still up somehow on one of the old channels, but I got into gaming and some other stuff, and nothing really stuck because I was a kid. I had like a lot of things going on in my life, and I wasn't making money from it. And I think that kind of deterred me a little bit, but I always wanted to be somewhat on YouTube and things like that. But when I graduated college, I made a decision, hey, now that I'm old enough and I know what I'm actually doing, I can at least afford equipment and stuff. Why not give it another shot? I got into fitness first. I did YouTube fitness content. It's still on this channel if you guys want to see that. It's a little cringy to look at now, but I did fitness because I was a personal trainer. And then I dove into food because it's what stuck. Whenever I did full days of eating, those are the videos that got the most views. So I started doing food content. Next thing you know, I was doing food tours. I was going on food tours where restaurants would pay me to feature them. So the only thing about that type of content, even though it paid well, like the restaurants were paying me to feature, it was just too tedious, and I hated having a like timeline on uploads and stuff like that. And so eventually I wanted to upload more, but didn't know what to do. And I got into Reddit reading and through r/bad tattoos and content like that. And then that's how it started, because I started with tattoos, and then now here we are. We started doing daily Reddit reads because you guys loved those, and it was so easy to do. And then now we're live streaming. And so eventually it comes to show that I don't know what I am as a YouTuber, but I do know that I want to be a YouTuber. And I honestly just want to entertain and just like have fun with this, and, you know, just chat it up with you guys. Just have fun. I'm going to be doing gaming, and we're going to be doing a lot of other things. These Reddit things are not going anywhere, though. I do love Reddit reads, and this is something I plan on going. We are only on the second stream and the camera is already given up. No, so my camera, I have a Canon M50. It's nothing too fancy. I've been using this for 5 years now. So because of that, it's a Canon that times out after 30 minutes. So I got to do that all the time. I didn't either, but then I realized I forgot to turn off my blocker and just did. Oh, well, it's okay. You can leave your blocker. I don't really care that much. It does help to pay if you do have it off, though. Buffaloon Cannon. Let me open my door real quick, guys. Oh, sorry. I had to open my door because I got to throw the cat toy that Sora keeps bringing to me. I like that approach, coming back and giving it one more chance, and you understand it. Yeah. I mean, I'm just having fun with this, and the fact that you guys literally, I don't think you guys understand how much you guys have like means to me. Like, okay, we're about to read the story after this, okay? When we started picking up on the Reddit reads, I went from having $100 a month on YouTube to, I think, at the very peak of my Reddit reads daily, I was getting $700, $800 a month, which is literally like I would say half of my mortgage and bills. No, I wouldn't say half, but close to half. And that helped me tremendously because it alleviated so much off my plate, because then I didn't have to stress about like money as much at the time when I was at that. And then we got demonetized, and that was that was not a fun time. When I got demonetized, I wouldn't say I was paycheck to paycheck, but I was definitely a little bit more stingy with everything because I had to be. But after that, Patreon did help, because I'm making like $100 a month off of Patreon, and then the streaming stuff. I think that things will slowly get back to normal. We just got remonetized like a couple of days ago, so hopefully things get back to that level. The goal though is like, I want to be able to make enough off of creating content to live comfortably, but I don't need to have a crap ton of money. Don't get me wrong, I would love to have a lot of money. Like I'm not gonna be one of those streamers that like pretends that money doesn't mean anything. Like that would be awesome, but at the same time, that's not really my goal with this. My goal is to entertain while being able to provide for myself. But yeah, forgot those. These are two swallows, which is crazy to have on your throat. Pause. But my tattoo artist jokes about that. But I just genuinely like these birds a lot, and I think they're really pretty. Give it up for Loon for being one of the few commentators who stay human and actually mate you. You are the best YouTuber. Aw, thank you, dude. No, honestly, shout out to you guys. You guys are the reason I do this, and you guys have built such a cool community. If I had subscribers that weren't nice or didn't like comment a lot, I would not be encouraged to do stuff like this, like live stream, do stuff, you know? Jessica, thank you. Stacy, thank you. Oh my God. You guys are the best. Stop, man. You guys are gonna make me freaking cry. I'm not even joking. I will start tearing up. All right, let's get into this. All right, next story. I love how this is supposed to be a scary subreddit read, and then now we're talking about like cute stuff. All right, here we go. Locking in. Always look where the taxi driver is going. All right, here we go. Hello, this might not be the most freaky stories of all time, but it is a great reminder that you should never relax in the taxi car or a taxi car. In a place I live, the taxi service is pretty well developed. We have a global app where you have ID as a passenger and driver. Sorry, Sora really wants to play with this cat toy. There you go. We have a rating system. Oh, wait, hold up. Where you have ID as a passenger and driver has one too. We have a rating system so you know what to await and you get punished for doing bad things. You feel pretty safe with that system. It's not like an old times absolutely random taxi. I've never had serious troubles with drivers before that day. Yesterday, I needed to drive from one small town to another through the big city. What? So you want to read? I'll let you read. Oh, or not. Okay. Do you want to read or not, buddy? He's like, wow, ow, you just kicked me in the face, bro. All right. I've never had serious troubles with drivers before that day. Yesterday, I needed to drive from one small town to another through the big city. All right. Everything was pretty odd from the start. The taxi was finally wait, hold up. What? The taxi was showing very oddly on the app map, but happens. Internet and geolocation can do the tricks. Either way, finally, the driver arrived and we started to move. The driver didn't press that he started the drive in the app. Oh, so he didn't press that. Okay. Neither I saw he was in a waiting status. Sometimes they wait, so they get some extra cash for waiting, maybe. I kind of tolerated that, but it was odd. And we were going to a bit unusual path, not the one I am used to. I had a weird thought, what would happen if he goes the wrong direction right now? Not to the center, but to the suburban area. And damn, did he do that? Wow, crazy. That's scary. Imagine being an Uber or a taxi and then they don't go where you want to go. Like, that's great. Sora, I can't play with you all the time, buddy. We got to read some Reddits. He really wants to play right now. He remains silent, and I love how, like, Cloud is just chilling on this, like, God, I'm going to show you guys. This is Cloud right now. Oh, camera drop. Sorry. There you go. All right, sorry. My camera tripod thing just like went down all of a sudden. But yeah, could you like imagine that? That's so scary. All right, let's read this next one. He remains silent from the start of the trip, and he is no way did it on accident. He didn't start the drive yet in the app, and he is going to literally on the opposite way. Okay, this person's typing really weird, so it's hard to read. Which is no chance is leading to my final destination. That moment, I felt very scared. It does feel horrible when something like that happens and you are alone. I'm a 27 female in the car with a driver. Oh, she's my age. After I asked him, hey, excuse me, what path did you choose? I don't need to go there. He immediately changed direction to the right way. Whoa. So just because you called him out for it, he finally went it. He pressed the drive has been started. Oh, so you know what? I think he did this because he wanted to make more money. That's sketchy though, dude. I would report the hell out of that. And he was looking totally mad and upset. Brother, what? And the trip was about an hour. Hey, Sora, stop. Sorry, guys. Let me move Sora out of here because he is being a menace right now. He's typing all over my keyboard. Sora, do you want to be in cat jail, buddy? All right. Hold up. And the trip was about 1 hour long. He kept driving, not as navigator suggested, but still on the right way. He especially started to messing the path when we were close to the end of the trip. And I called a friend at that moment saying I am almost arrived, just in case, so he knows people are waiting for me. Smart move. He remained silent, and I came out of the car literally shaking. I understand that this was least likely. That is least likely he was up to the worst scenario we were thinking of, but his actions were no way correct. Yeah, this is really hard to read. Sorry. What if I didn't have an app working, not check the road? If I didn't know the road, the most chill variant is that he would drive the longest way possible, which is like an hour long, just to get more cash. But this is too ridiculous. I did write a support and reported the situation. So the creepy taxi driver, let's not meet again. Yeah, that is crazy, dude. I can't even imagine. Oh, God. Sorry, let me readjust myself. I know how to move my camera. Hey, dude, Sora, you are like going nuts, man. Calm down. Why can't you be like your brother sometimes? Just chill. Cloud's like super chilling, and then Sora's just spazzing right now. Let me adjust my camera a little bit more. Damn, I thought you were... I thought it was going to go in a worse direction, too. Why is you that he is not your cat? You are his human, so he did... Yeah, for real. It's a warm spot for cats. Yeah, I love that my cat loves the PC. Yeah, honestly, I feel like the camera's fine. I'm going to leave it at that. Yeah, that's fine. But yeah, crazy situation. I still have, how much time do I have on this stream left before my friend gets here? Still got another like 20 minutes we'll knock out. And then for all my folks, all my Patreon folks, I will upload the Patreon video probably tomorrow morning for this exclusive. We're going to read a couple more Let's Not Meet on Patreon. I feel like my camera's tilted. Sorry, I'm so OCD. Dude, I am so OCD about it. All right, there we go. But yeah, for the Patreon folks, we will be doing that. Also, if you guys are interested in the Patreon, it's only $5 a month for this month, and then you lock it in. But I'm gonna up it after this month to probably $7.50. But it's just gonna be one membership from now on. If you are a Patreon member, just so you guys can get informed of that. And we're gonna be doing one exclusive video every Sunday. Soon. Right now it's daily videos, but soon it's gonna be one exclusive video, and it's gonna be whatever you guys want, and it will be 30 to 60 minutes long. So it'll be actually a longer one. All right, let's read some chat. Yo, that would be so freaky. Yep. But to be fair, name spot on, calm and collected. Yeah, Cloud is really calm, and Sora is just a freaking like wild card. Are yours lap cats? Yes and no. So most of the time when I'm gaming, yes. When I'm just like chilling, there's no noise, I'm not talking or anything, they'll sit on my lap and just chill while I'm gaming. But when I'm usually streaming, I think they don't like, well, Sora doesn't like too much noise. So whenever I'm like talking a lot, or whenever I'm on my phone stream, like on Instagram Reels or something, he doesn't like being like right on my lap. He likes being close by. Cloud is like a human being, bro. Like, I don't even know how to explain Cloud. Cloud got his own little personality. He's so independent. He is like extremely independent. He does his own thing. He plays kind of by himself sometimes. He doesn't play with the toy like Sora does. He just independently plays by himself. He looks after his brother, cleans him, and then Cloud sometimes he'll sit on my lap, sometimes he'll sit next to me, whatever. He's genuinely an independent soul, where Sora is more of like an actual cat. But yeah. Let's see. How much time do I have? I have another like 20, 30 minutes. I'll read probably one more Let's Not Meet, and then we'll just chat for the rest of the subreddit. I mean, for the rest of the stream. And then I will save the rest of Let's Not Meet for the Patreon folks. Let's see. Let's see what's a good one. Sorry, I'm just like, whoa. Yeah, I can't read this one on here. I have to say that for Patreon, sadly. I just don't want to risk it. What? Okay, all of a sudden I'm starting to see some that are definitely like super NSFW. Okay, here we go. This is a... What? Hold up. Sorry, I'm reading this. My kitties never sit on me. I move around too much. No, I totally get that. It's mostly when I'm like playing games, because I'm like stuck in one spot. Okay, so this one sounds interesting to me, so let's read this one. It doesn't sound like a lot, but it messed with me more than I expected. So my story happened a few years ago when I was 10 or 11. At that time, my mom and dad just had a divorce, and my mom moved into a small apartment. The building had 2 apartments per floor right across from each other. In the first few months, we never really saw the neighbor who lived in front of us. But suddenly we started seeing him more often, and I remember the first time I saw him. It was behind this building. It was in a small garden. He was there with just his dog, and I don't know, I felt scared. Not just scared in a usual way, but this feeling was something was wrong. It was like he was staring at me, but not in the normal way. I couldn't explain it, but it made me feel uneasy. There was something about him, his presence, that felt strange. Even though I couldn't pinpoint what exactly it was, it just felt wrong. A few days later, we came to our apartment and asked my mom if we could buy me some toys. Or wait, hold up, what? Hold up, let me read that again. A few days later, the neighbor came to your apartment and asked your mom if he could buy you toys and even underwear. What? What? Hold up. That's why I had to read that again. What? You were 10 or 11. Are you a girl or guy? I guess it doesn't matter, actually. It doesn't matter. You're 10 or 11. That's fucking weird. What the hell? Guys, chat, are you guys seeing this? This is crazy. Underwear? Okay, my mom was scared. I don't really know what happened next. Oh, this dude is a PDF file. I don't really know what happened next, but I just know she kicked him out of our apartment right away. Smart move. Then about 2 weeks later, it was around midnight. My room was right next to the front door, and I suddenly started hearing knocking. But it wasn't regular knocking. It was like someone was trying to force the door open by jiggling the handle. It started slow at first, but then it got faster and faster. I could hear it, and my heart started racing. I was frozen in fear. I tried to get up to wake my mom or even just look through the peephole. But I couldn't move. I was just so scared that my body just wouldn't cooperate. I know it wasn't a dream or anything. I knew it was real. I could feel the panic in my chest. After that, my mom and I moved out quickly, and we never saw him again. But since then, I developed this weird paranoia that never really goes away. Yeah, I mean, that's what PTSD would do, or like trauma in general. It's like my brain keeps playing tricks on me. I hear a little noise, and suddenly I'm convinced someone's in the house. I keep imagining things that aren't there, like someone's hiding in the hallway, watching me from the dark. I know it sounds irrational, but it doesn't feel like that in the moment. It's like my body freezes, my heart races, and I can't move, just like that night. And it comes in waves. Some days I'm totally fine, and other days it all comes back stronger than ever. Damn, I feel so bad for OP. I started thinking someone might come back, that someone might already be inside. Even when I lock the doors, double check everything. I can't fully shake the feeling. It's exhausting, and I hate that it still has power over me. It's honestly not fun. I feel ridiculous sometimes, but it happens out of nowhere, and I just can't stop the fear. It's completely irrational, but it's there. And sometimes it feels like I can't escape it. And a few years later, someone actually broke into our house. It was a guy who was drunk or high, and I don't think he had bad intentions. He was just lost. But that didn't make it any less scary. The paranoia is still there. Even though I try to remind myself, it's just my brain playing tricks on me. Anyways, that's my story. I know it's not the scariest one. I don't know, brother. That was pretty freaking scary. And it probably won't be as interesting as others. False. That was very interesting. And it's not, and it's my first one, but I just needed to share it. I don't know how to get over it. If anyone has had similar experiences or feelings, I'd be happy to talk about it. Thanks. Damn, that is crazy. Poor guy indeed. Hopefully the mom was Chris Hansen. Yeah. Oh my God, that was freaky, dude. And that's why you guys got to be careful. And for everyone out there, make sure you guys are locking your doors. Oh, that's freaky. Oh my God. All right. Anyways, for anyone who's only here for Let's Not Meet, I'll probably stop reading it for just this remaining 10, 20, or yeah, I got like 10, 15 minutes. But everyone who is on live, we could chat about anything, whatever you guys want to talk about. But tomorrow we are going to be doing Nice Girls, so that'd be fun. I'm probably going to do it anywhere from 3 to 5 p.m. will be the start time, Eastern Standard Time. But yeah, what else is going on in your guys' life? I'm trying to think of what's been popping lately in me. I said in me. Pause. Let's see. Oh, I'm going to Orlando for a bachelor party, so pretty hype about that. That's why I won't be streaming for those days. But poor guy, this poor thing. That was what I'm saying. Yeah, for real. Some people are just fucking like PDF files, man. Like they are the worst. Oh, Jessica, have a good dinner. I hope you have a great one, and I'll see you guys in the next live, see you in the next live stream. I'm not going to close up this live yet, but thank you for stopping by, Jessica. Luna, how are you feeling with having your face attached to a lot of people online? What do you mean by that? Like my face attached to a lot of people online? Like channel-wise? Like the attention from like social media, Arch? Because I don't really mind it. I don't care for showing to a lot of people. Sorry, I'm high. I love that. I love the honesty. Showing to a lot of people. I'm not the type to care about it. Honestly, I would be lying if I didn't say that I didn't like attention. I definitely do. I feel like anybody who creates content likes attention to some extent. I don't really care too much to be famous, because I know like with fame, it actually comes with like a lot of like crappy things. I think, yeah, I don't know. I'm indifferent about actual fame itself, but I don't think I care too much about like being shown to a lot of people. I'm very open. If you guys actually dive into my whole history with YouTube and podcasting, I used to have a podcast. Yeah, fun fact. I've done so much, told so many stories that like everything is an open book. I genuinely believe my purpose in life is just to live a amazing and fun life and tell great stories. So that's kind of part of the live stream things. I mean, I'll probably have a story time one at some point. I have some crazy stories to tell you guys. Sorry, let me drink my ginger ale. 0 sugar, not sponsored, by the way. I just actually like this. But yeah, I don't mind being shown to a lot of people. I've gotten used to it. Actually, fun fact, I've actually been on TV, and I feel like that alone was shown to way more people than YouTube and stuff. You know, I'm a trans girl trying to build a bit of an audience to do MJ tribute acts. But yeah, IDK how I feel when the internet is so full of creeps nowadays. Yeah, so with the internet thing, okay, so with your specific niche that you're going into with the MJ tribute, I don't know how that will be personally, but with creeps and like haters and like weird stuff, creeps is another thing. I have encountered a few, but not a lot, and I kind of just block them or just don't talk to them. Now haters, I honestly laugh at the fact that they're like when the r/short guys community like did not like my post and they were like, he's coping. I thought it was, I felt for them because like, honestly, they're just short men who are going through it. So like, I don't feel any animosity towards them. People who are hating online are more than likely just not having a great life themselves that they're having to do that. So I just don't really react to it too much, because if you react to it, you're feeding into it. But with MJ tribute acts, I'm not too sure, because that might be a different type of audience that could be creeping. I don't know. But I mean, try it out, see how it goes. The worst that could happen is something, someone creepy comes about, and then you can just, you know, just block them, something like that. But I mean, you don't know until you try. Perhaps a weird question, but I'm just curious, is it just craving a bit of bigger attention, like from strangers, or do you sometimes feel lonely? That's a loaded question. I think the craving that I have for attention just comes from my entertainment like background. Like, I just love entertaining people, and nothing gives me more joy in life than someone either laughing or enjoying conversation or enjoying my presence. I think that gives me value to my own life, just because I'm like, holy crap, I get to tell a cool story. You think I'm funny or something like that. It has nothing to do with like, oh my God, I want everyone to look at me. I'm not that type of guy. Like when I walk in a room, I could care less about that. But I do value like when somebody like enjoys the genuine connection that we have. We're talking, we're having great combo and stuff like that. Do I feel lonely? I feel like everybody feels lonely sometimes. I don't think I'm more lonely than the average person by any means. And if you do feel lonely, I'm so sorry, and that sucks, but I get it, and I'm here for you. Like, this is what these live streams are. I'm chatting with all you guys. But loneliness is a thing that everybody comes and goes through. Most of us. Some people deal with it more than others. I don't think that I feel more lonely than the average guy or average person by any means. I actually have a pretty decent family and supportive friend group, I would say. My friends are growing a little bit more distant as we're getting older, so that kind of sucks, but I still have a good baseline. Yeah, totally, I agree with that. I'm a bit more worried about getting stalked, but yeah, I'm try anyways, but the question just popped. Yeah, I mean, getting stalked is something you got to worry about. I'm not gonna lie, I do kind of am curious about that side of things too. I'm not popular enough to where I have to worry about that yet, but I am scared that that could happen one day. I have had a few people on YouTube, believe it or not, done some creepy things. I'm not gonna say what yet, because I don't know what would happen, but I'm not gonna say who either. But one of them got blocked, and then the other, yeah, I have had a few creepy encounters, but not in person, thank God. But yeah, I mean, just try it. And I wish you the best of luck. If I remember, I'll stop by and just see how the journey is going. But yeah, I think with the attention thing, I mean, I don't think any of the attention that I get from YouTube or like live streams will ever be that grand compared to like other things that I've even done. Well, granted, I might get big on YouTube, so we'll see. But I've been on TV a couple times, and one time I was on a Fox show, and that got a lot of eyes. So that alone was like much more like whoa, and that was like kind of, well, it was just only a game show. It was only one episode, but yeah, if you guys ever want to dive into that, I could maybe do that. Although I don't think I'm allowed to do it on YouTube because of copyright issues and stuff, because it is a Fox TV show, which kind of sucks. Maybe if my Twitch blows up or a Patreon, I can do that. Twitch, Patreon, Kick. I don't think YouTube would let me though. They're really strict on YouTube, which sucks. Yeah. Let's see what else I got. Yeah, I got another 5 minutes. So you guys got me for 5 minutes. What else do you guys want to talk about? I am here for everything. I'm so excited for this, the future of my gaming streams too. Let me search up the game that you guys want. You guys want me to get Subnautica? I think that's the name. Yeah, Subnautica. Let me do Subnautica 1. Let's see. So this is the game everybody wants me to get, and it's 33% off on Steam. Oh yeah, I'm definitely gonna download that this week. How long is this sale going on for? And huge shout out to everyone yesterday who donated. That was awesome, and also Longling. Because of you guys, I can't afford this game. I mean, I could have afforded it anyways, but it's definitely gonna help. Okay, so this is Subnautica. Descend into the depths of an alien underwater world filled with a wonder and parallel. Craft equipment, pilot submarines, and outsmart wildlife to explore lush coral reefs, volcanoes, and cave systems, and more. Dude, all right, this sounds so fun. All I'm scared about with live streaming this is what if I suck? Because sometimes I do be sucking at games. I'm really good at multiplayer games. I'm not that good at single player games besides like Skyrim and stuff. Hopefully this isn't too advanced. Like when I play Baldur's Gate or whenever I do play Baldur's Gate, I feel like such a dummy. But yeah, we'll see. I think this will be okay. We'll see. But yeah, this might be one of the first games we stream. I'm gonna say this is probably the first. This will be the first reoccurring game. I do want to do a scary game, like a scary game, or like an indie scary game, a short one first, and then I'll probably do Subnautica. So I'll go ahead and get this in advance though this week, since you guys all want this to happen. Wait, let me go back to full screen. Okay. Oh, Majid, I loved your videos. Oh, thank you, S. I think your name is just S on here, so I don't know your name, but thank you. I appreciate that, S. I love you. I love all of you guys who are supporting me. Like, you guys are amazing. So thank you for watching my videos, S. Subnautica is awesome. Yeah, it seems like everyone loves Subnautica. So I've had like 10 requests to play it already. Are you still using honey? I'd get rid of it. Oh, you know what? That reminds me. I should get rid of it. I actually don't use honey like at all. Like it's not logged in. Like I'll show you guys just for proof. Honey is not logged in by any means. I actually do know about this the situation. If you guys don't know what happened to honey, that was a crazy one. Let me go ahead and remove it. But yeah, if you guys didn't know, honey is not the safest extension. I'll say that. Yeah, but yeah, I actually just logged. I haven't used it in forever. I just forgot that it's still in my browser. Yes, group games would be fun. Ooh. You know what? You know what would be fun, guys? How would you guys like this? Not right away, because I still want to do Subnautica for you guys. Also, I want to do the scary games and stuff like that. But how would you guys feel about doing like Jackbox as a group? Because I know Jackbox you can do with your viewers, and it can go up to like 100 people. I feel like that would be fun, right? We could do some like Quipits or whatever those games are. I don't know if that's something you guys would be interested in, but that would be fun, because then Jackbox we can all join through like a specific URL. I feel like that would be fun. So Jackbox is a series of board games, online board games, essentially. Not board games. That's a kind of a weird party games. It's different packets of party games, but there's a specific ones that you can play with a lot of people. Jackbox games for yeah, so Jackbox. So like Jackbox has a few games that we can play, and it supports even up to 10. Whoa, look at this, guys. Jackbox parties is usually in groups of 1 to 8 players, but they do support LiceWater, and LiceWater can accommodate 100 players. Oh, damn it. I don't have Jackbox Party 1, but I can buy that. With your guys' donations, I definitely can now. You guys are so amazing. Thank you so much for everyone who donated. Oh, and Quiplash supports up to 10,000 audience members. So there we go. We can definitely do something like that if that's something you guys are interested in. I didn't care what it is, but sure. Oh, okay. Well, no problem. I mean, if you guys have any game in mind, like that's multiplayer or something like that with the viewers, I'm totally down. I mean, for the most part. Oh wow, I thought I missed this, and you're still going. Yeah, I'm still going. This is how long has this stream been? Oh, 2 hours and a half. Whoa, I thought this was like been an hour and a half or two. That's crazy. Dude, I'm hanging out with you guys more than I hang out with my friends at this point. I am about to go get sushi though, so I am about to have to close this up. But yeah, I am still going for like another minute. Jackbox is awesome, but I suck at it, and it's yeah. Yeah, I mean, Jackbox is just an idea. I mean, we could do anything, man. Like, I'm so open to just almost anything. Plasmia, I love this game. What is that? Plasmophia? I definitely spelled that wrong. Plasmophia is scary. Oh my God, dude, that is terrifying. This reminds me of oh, that's scary. I don't think you guys want to see me play this. I'll do it for you guys, but there's gonna be a lot of screaming. I'm such a wuss. Holy crap, this looks terrifying. Dude, all right. I mean, I'm down. If y'all want to see me cry, yeah, I'm down totally. Like I get scared really easily. Like when I played God, what's that game? It has 2 editions. Scary games. It was a PS3 game. What was it called? Not Dead Space. Outlast. Dude, when I played Outlast, I cried. Like, I'm not even joking. My friends watch me and I'm just terrified. Bro, you'll scream at Subnautica. Oh, I'm definitely screwed. I mean, I'll play it all for you guys, but I am definitely gonna poo myself. Like, I scream a lot, and so it's nice that I'm gonna be live because I feel like there's gonna be people with me, which makes it a little bit easier, but I'm definitely gonna cry. It's not that scary. Don't worry. I'm usually a big fan of games with ghosts, and Plasma is really not that bad. All right, well, valid. You know which one? All right, last thing before I go, because I do have to go soon. You know what's a game that I played that was terrifying? I played on the VR headset, the Walking Dead game, and New Orleans. I didn't even think it was gonna be that scary. It is actually really freaking scary because you're like right there. Oh, yeah, you'd like Jackbox. Thank you, Lily. That'd be great. All right, guys, I do have to go. I have to go to dinner, but I love you guys so much. And again, we are going to be streaming tomorrow. It looks like we're going to be good for tomorrow because some of my plans canceled. So we're going to do streams from anywhere from 3 to 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, so similar to the time that we started today, a little bit sooner, hopefully, after I work out. And we're going to do Nice Girls, but, you know, of course, we're going to be chatting and everything like that. Love you guys so much. I am going to stop the stream. I don't have an outro yet, so I'm just going to stop. See ya. Thank you. I'm going to have a lot of sushi. It's an all-you-can-eat place, so I'm like